A very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move. One push. One touch. One love. One click. One X-bet.
Tired of boring case openings? Do you always get only cheap skins? The Hellcase website has tons of options to upgrade your inventory. It's up to you to participate in giveaways, events, or compete with other players in opening cases. Hellcase, your world of expensive skins.
Watch the matches with bo3.gg, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with bo3.gg.
Well, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, shit. Not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
And we're jumping back into the upper bracket of the CCT Online Finals. Last BO3 of the day is starting to get edged closer on into the night. I'm fine joined by Colt X and McHenry, Sprout, and Fake Natty. Two teams who have just pulled upsets. Maybe not so Sprout, but incredible performances to get to this point.
Yeah, no question here. I mean, that series did require every last piece of their effort versus the likes of 00 Nation. As you can see, it was a 2-0, but an overtime affair and a near 40 bomb. I think he was actually like close to landing that last kill as well to get the 40, but he just missed onto like a 5-7. So it was a near 40, and it was regulation. That wonderful had dropped that in. And so now we see this matchup that's going to be very fun here. It's two on-fire teams right now, and Fake Natty, who are looking to make a deep run here, are looking to improve on some results and performances here because they have a lot to prove for themselves and to other organizations saying, hey guys, you're going to want to pick us up. And, you know, even just... I wouldn't really read it too much into the 00 Nation early elimination, but just to counter that, right? They are able to make a much deeper run than the org that got a new group of players with, and that's always a really inspiring result for them.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Do it one-upping your previous organization. Why not? And even doing better with that win over OG, who are still fighting on in the tournament by the skin of their teeth. But here, taking a look at Sprout, this team has been on the grind. Now, we have to talk about not just the new players that kind of showed up here in the offseason with Spook and Tossin, very sort of unknown in the space. You know, Tossin competing in some of the Danish tier 2, tier 3 squads, and Spook kind of just a new boy on the block when it comes to Swedish Counter-Strike. They have delivered, and Sprout on the grind. In the last week, they have logged 10 matches. They're playing on average they're playing 2-3 matches a day sometimes.
Yeah, and what's good here about some of those new pickups, like you mentioned, is that they're no stranger to playing a lot of series, which is maybe the reason as to why they wanted to pick these players up. Obviously delivering in the skill frontier, but even back in his days on 00 Prospects, that was one of the hardest working academy teams that I was watching really make some impressive names for themselves. So I think that they've clearly gone for a roster that is willing to put in the work, get those reps. And I mean, even Wonderful here back in the day was playing a lot of online series, looking to qualify for a lot of big events underneath the Spirit banner. And they were doing excellent work in that sense. So I feel like Sprout, they really did a good job of building a roster here. Definitely needed some new projects and new blood on this team. And we're seeing the fruits of their labors here as well as, again, all of this work is leading to some really impressive results.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Wonderful, probably the highest caliber player in the tournament. But now taking a look to Fake Natty. This team has kind of showed up and absolutely surprised. Now, we do know these players. We do know this team is dangerous. Every single individual on this team has moments for themselves. But they've been in a bit of a slump lately, but they just picked themselves back up with that win over OG.
Yeah, it's going to be their first win in their European campaign here, which is really impressive that they started off, and they started off with a 2-0 over OG, right? They've been playing some tough teams, I would say. Out of the gates, here's some struggles versus rosters like Cinders. You can kind of forgive that. They're another one of those hardworking teams. They came into it out of the gates and lost to a roster called The Free, which honestly I don't even know who's on that team. I'll be straight up with you. And then TSM, it was a really fun series to watch them play in Thunderpick. And then finally, they get their victory over OG, and the way that they did it is most impressive, right? We saw some incredible calling come through from Cold Zera, ways that they were able to work around the op like nobody's business. Those T-sides on Anubis were a work of art, and if they can bring that into the series, man, versus a roster like Sprout and replicate those results, this is the sort of streamlining that this roster needs to be able to do.
Yep, and let's just go ahead and take a look at this op duel. Wonderful is going to be a difficult player to try and work around. I should mention as well, because, you know, Regali on OG was completely neutralized, didn't have a chance to fight, but this guy is difficult to read into. It seems like with a 1.34 rating, no one can read into him.
Yeah, and I feel like he's another opera that actually has a really good range as well. He can play a supportive style. He can throw the youth till. He was very used to that on his days in Spirit, where he was kind of in the back of the pack here. I definitely think he's more so leading the charge here with Sprout, which is where he needs to be. And the sort of versatility in that sense here from Wonderful is going to make the calling more difficult. Because whereas Regale, when he wasn't able to dictate the round, when he wasn't able to make his plays versus Fake Natty, they called around him perfectly. I think Wonderful can kind of post up on angles and let you fall right into his hands. He makes those really smart cerebral rotations on the CT side that are going to be difficult to deal with for Fake Natty if they're not coming on their A game. So yeah, there's no question that this op head-to-head, it's going to be very fun and a bit challenging here for NQZ as well.
Let's go ahead and plug in those vetoes before we're getting ready to jump on into game, as that op head-to-head is going to have to go down on a couple of particular maps. We're going to see some permas kind of locked out. Fake Natty don't really play Nuke or Vertigo, but, you know, Sprout are fortunate enough that that's their perma. But we're going to see an Opera's Dream open up in the form of Overpass, and I already fear for many teams who decide to play Wonderful on Overpass, and then Ancient as a decider as well. Seems like two wonderful maps to me.
Yeah, I mean, very exciting little opening phase here for Wonderful is this Overpass for sure. Gonna have some fun with it. I'm super sad that we're not gonna see Anubis. I was hoping that we would get that in this series, but actually banned out by Sprout. I think they had watched what Fake Natty was doing right there and said, hey, why would we test him? We have the strength, the potential here to do some good work, which I'd imagine it was expected that we would go to this third map of Ancient as well, given the history here of Fake Natty. But yeah, again, very excited to see how things play out here early for Sprout. I feel like Overpass, again, it's going to be a real strong suit. Both of these maps out of the gates here are pretty comfortable territory, considering the veto here, because both teams getting rid of their permabans, which are actually playing into more so Fake Natty's hands. But no question that Sprout coming into this one with some decent confidence.
Yeah, for sure. On the grind, absolutely. Will it wear them down at all is the question, because, you know, once you start like hitting these insane amount of officials, I think they've played upwards of like 14, 15, getting close to 20 maps in this entirety of this past week as well, which is just unbelievable just to think about that. They have a BO5 logged in there as well. Sorry, 10 matches total in the past week with a BO5 adding on to it. So it just gets to a crazy number of maps. Do you start burning out at this point, or do you level up? It's honestly, with these young players, it's going to be a big question to ask against Fake Natty. Let's get it on. Taking away Overpass. Nose press with the grindstone here for Sprout and another team standing in their wake. It's Overpass. It's playing up against Fake Natty.
I'll just add to that as well. We're still in the, at this point, the second round of the upper bracket into this tournament. So they've got a whole lot more Counter-Strike to play out here if they want to claim the first place prize here. So if they want to make their route a little bit easier, staying in this upper bracket is the utmost importance here for Sprout. Because like you said, they've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike here. Luckily for them, they've got a roster full of hard workers. So they should be able to use that to their advantage here. We got a big con setup right now being shown out. And not a lot of presence on B here. It's just really going to be coldzera ready to offer up defense here from the short side, not revealing his position.
Oh, and Siphon asleep at the wheel, not prepared for Doom out of swing with the dualies. Now where will that bomb get planted? Well, on the site, it seems. Rawls absolutely deleting coldzera out towards short, allowing that bomb plant to go down. And look at this little pistol setup. Players will begin to move up into heaven, but Neck is prepared for this. The angle, the off angle, but Spook clears him. Good night. 3 versus 4. As swarming the site now, so many angles you have to contend with and no kit to do it with. You have to clear out all these kills by some miracle. And that is not going to happen. This is going to be a pistol round for Sprout as the nifty strategy pulled out of the hat.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a perfect counter to Fake Natty in the rotations. They had heavy connector presence and short side ground being maintained right there. And so the fact that they both completely nullified that and avoid it by just planning away for graffiti in heaven and then immediately taking that ground is honestly just the perfect counter. You couldn't have asked for things much better than that right there for Sprout. And out of the gates, they're able to win themselves a pistol. Dumau gets 1 kill and saves his armor though, so that does facilitate a FAMAS purchase, which is always interesting to see. These second round FAMAS buys can be very effective.
See for now. So in the last month here for Sprout, they have 54 maps played. If you want to take a comparison with, say, let's like talk about like G2, you know, one of the top premier teams in the world. Well, they're playing only a couple of matches at premier events. They've played 3 so far. Maybe a better metric is to look at the team like ENCE, who just ran through Pro League. That's just one, S-tier event here, as Dumau's 4-spot FAMAS will work. You know, over the course of one premier event, ENCE played 8 maps. Sprout are playing like 7 times as many maps as some of these S-tier teams.
Oh.
But it's not going to stop for coldzera finding this double kill in pit. What on earth? That was the last thing I was expecting in this round, but here we are.
They're all rotating from one location, though. They're going to walk into a crossfire. It doesn't matter. There's just way too many numbers right there. Fake Natty, overwhelming. And what coldzera did so well there is he just tucked in. I think they literally jumped over his head, and he's able to line up a double kill. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you can see Towson didn't clear it there by jumping past the angle, committed to the fight, but covering all his bases. A missed opportunity from Sprout to capitalize off their success in the early pistol.
Yeah, and we should also talk about the fact that coldzera had a monster series against OG. Like, I think it got a lot of praise from the community just for the numbers that he was posting up. And he's certainly present in this one. Certainly had some struggles individually. Let's not get that wrong. Back with a vengeance. Helped out by here by Dumau. Tapped with the FAMAS. Now the dual Berettas. Not good enough to beat the P250, but happy days all around anyways for Fake Natty. This was the 4-spot, keep in mind, so sitting in a 2 versus 4. And opponents are broke. It's going to really help out.
Yeah, I would like to have some damage really done on this 4-spy, but nothing too crazy here. Spook does go for the last opportunity. No connection, so only a single kill here. The 4-spy gets sideswiped. We're talking Fake Natty here taking the reins on this defense. A little bit of heroics from Cold, like you said, though. The series that he had, both in the fragging department, but the calling as well, was incredible. I feel like he's really getting into a groove here. Definitely seems like this roster, even despite the fact that they've lost their organization, has continued to head in the right direction in their European work that they've been able to do. So, excitement definitely lining in for this roster.
I feel like these circle peaks are just missing out each other. Okay, Neck is definitely saw the leg there, but taking more of the peaks in from the short side. You know, I'm a little worried that that kind of round, that Coldzera inside of pit on B site, that's a nice scout shot for the record. Oh, we'll have to assemble the CZ, but
okay,
it set Sprout a little off kilter. You know, sometimes losing a round like that is pretty tilting when it's just some guy in a corner and he hits 2 deagle headshots in the form of Coldzera. Like, that's just a mistake that, like, everyone involved knows shouldn't happen. So don't let that linger in the back of your mind here.
Yeah, it's a mental battle you have to overcome for Towson, I think, in particular. He knows, you know, he made a little bit of an oopsie there, not clearing the angle. And I guess even though whoever was also with him, swinging in towards pit, maybe a little bit of an oopsie. But like you said, it's a couple individuals' mistakes, and then it's also a team mistake there by, you know, forcing the issue. And like you said, that frustration to start off a series is not ideal. One boost.
Look at that.
Wow, that's fast.
Towson had no idea what hit him, and, well, one compounds another. First, he's the man who gets digged in pit. Next, he's the man who gets hit with the opener. I mean, nothing you can do about that. It's a sick play. Now Sprout have no B control whatsoever. And QZ is also just back on this right now. And he lands a tag. This man is precise today.
Scary stuff, man. Right rotations and the right shots to back it up here. They've got 4 players on this A side defense. I would just say realistically not a way you can crack through this defense right now. There is no way you're going to break through 4, right?
Okay, but I mean, it's a start. But NQZ will get traded out. Coldzera is playing from truck here at the moment. And Lotto will clean up the low HP. Coldzera will clean up the rest. As Fake Natty will flex their way to a 4th. And QZ looking hot to start.
Some fantastic opping out of NQZ there. 2 kills and a tag. It certainly was unexpected that there would be another player on that site right there. But what a surprise for Sprout. Again, Dumau taking a lot of liberties over towards that B side. It's a very fluid defense right now. First gun round easily in the way. Fake Natty. A lot of spam to take this short control and try to establish a little bit of dominance here for themselves.
Yeah, I've always seen Dumau as a bit more of the passive side. Passive end of the CT sides, but he's getting very active over towards the B site. And I'm just not used to it. I remember the days where it used to be like secondary offing in his time.
Good
Back in the days when God's
days would just not have a primary opper.
Yep.
Whoever was feeling it. It's an interesting time. It's a fun idea, even.
It's before Coldzera was even on the roster. It's when, like, Godsent kind of merged with Coldzera's project. We have this match right in front of us. Great timing here on the flank. Here is Dumau yet again, just getting active on flanks. And now Neck is double kill. No shame in not getting the 3rd. Traded out immediately, and Spook gets jump scared by Coldzera. 5-1 now. Fake Natty are not letting off the gas. They are replicating the success of their Brazilian brothers. MIBR were doing the exact same against Preezy earlier.
Yeah. Good form here. Some of the South American rosters have been able to make it. A lot better than the last online final and the one before it, right? We had Sharks who made a deep run at one point. They're obviously now out of this event here, but you know what? They have been replaced here by some really good runs. MIBR already establishing themselves deep into this event with their victory today, and Big Natty looking to replicate. Again, I'm still eyeballing the potential of an MIBR Monty rematch that could take place for that spot in the grand final. That would be electric.
You know, we could see a Brazilian brawl in the upper semis as well, as Big Natty could gear up to take on MIBR. And it's looking amazing. Poor Tossin has just not had the chance to play Counter-Strike.
Getting run boosted on nade stacked, man. What can you do? The poor guy is getting some form of opening pick every single round here. There is no grace offered up by Fake Natty. They've punished him every step of the way. He's just that monster lurk as well, right? He's that B lurk. So once you clear him, you're either going to have to get a new B lurk here if you're Sprout. That's kind of what they're doing. Just a little flashbang is all that Xiphon will try to make sure that they don't stack A again, which has been taking place every single round here. They have been stacking A over and over again with 3-4 members because of the early picks.
And the biggest thing is it's like a non-committal opener. It's not like Tossin got anything back or some sort of information play. No, he died instantly at the start of the round to 2 grenades and didn't even get a chance to play. No value on it. Oh, and Lotto. No, he didn't hit the headshot. Xiphon spins in time. Save his own life. 30 seconds. Ekis doesn't stop pushing. Xiphon seems prepared for this kind of play, though. He might have heard some sort of jump up. It's seriously possible. First kill's in. Xiphon won't be able to get the trade. Instead, it's Rawls pushing forward now. Coldzera can't beat Wonderful. Dumao will trade back, but settling this one down, this post plant becomes near impossible with Wonderful's op.
Doubled up towards long here. This is a really good reposition, but he does have a kit. Couldn't straight up stick it if they could just burn up long side right now. And he's still buying further time. He's trying to figure out where these players lie in. The tap here. He's going to cover long first, though.
Should know that Wonderful is also over in that position as well. Another fake tap. Oh, no, and Wonderful jumps into him, but
There's
he
time.
has time.
There's 100% time there.
What?
Right?
Yes. There was 100% time.
It's worth a shot. You got 9K. At the very least. Oh. Wild. That's wild right there.
Okay. Well. You know, at the end of the day, Fake Natty are still in a very commanding position, so can't really say that much. With Sprout surviving with 0 players, they're on Galils.
Yeah, it's still going to be a tough position here. You actually got the op as well, so you don't have to get that like 6K reinvestment into NQZ.
Cool. It was actually tactical because Sprout actually got less money winning the round than their loss bonus would have given them. So, cut $200 from every Sprout player's bank account.
That's textbook right there.
Don't
Just
do
playing
that
a
in my
numbers
match.
game right there, Dumao. I obviously would have liked to see him at least go for the defuse right there, but either way, shaking that one off. They might not be able to shake off this little bit of momentum. Sprout opening the round here, but there's a lot more that they have to chew through right now, and Nekis will deliver. Quick Xiphon, though, been heard by the op of NQZ. Surely he's heard something moving around.
Look like it. Okay, now I think NQZ takes a much safer angle. Meantime, here on the B site, hot flash through, charge on in. Cold Zera holds down the spray. On the other side of the map, Siphon just dropped the AWP.
In between their neck is right now. Siphon seems somewhat aware of this possibility of a long flank here. He's going to try and facilitate his teammate suppressor forward. Perfect placement from Siphon. That is beautiful right there. That's going to open up the entirety of that A-bomb site. He's done it on his own. 3 kills.
And picked up an AWP as well. I mean, seriously, I don't know how Siphon just got 2 extra kills on 2 HP. Straight up miss from NQZ. Cost him his life. And this is going to be a frustrating start here for Fake Natty. They had the defuse. Now they're going to lose this round.
It's not 2 in a row. Have let slip here. I thought that NQZ would have heard the fight up connector, but maybe didn't quite hear the footsteps, so Siphon gets away with a whole lot there. Out of his connector play, able to find all the success. And is going to put Sprout up to 3 here, building a foundation on this T side. Despite them losing a bit of an awkward pistol here, Siphon able to carry them forward in this round.
It actually makes me wonder. Oh, it all makes sense now. NQZ's PC crashed while he was holding that angle against Siphon. He was holding that threat angle. You saw Siphon get that frag. NQZ didn't even fire because, yeah, he wasn't able to even shoot.
Well, that would make more sense.
I'm not sure which is more frustrating, getting like destroyed on that thread angle or just having your PC crash and that causes a player on 17 HP to pick up an op and take out your other teammate.
Imagine both in one round.
Yeah, that would also be pretty bad.
Back quickly, though. That's good news. Oh, wait, now we got one lost on Sprout.
Oh, everyone's falling out of the server.
Falling apart here.
No, Sprout actually wanted to play this one out 4v4.
Keep it fair.
Play the handshake.
You ever play unrated in CSGO?
Like, you mean like
there's like a little button you can click nowadays. You can click ranked or unranked.
Well, I just fear the games that I'll get out of it.
You should.
So I should.
I'm just saying, like, it's the perfect battlefield for like very new players. So like I play with some of my IRL friends who are like, oh, CS2's coming out. I want to get in on Go and learn a little bit.
Okay.
Those games are actually like 4v4, 3v3, like because everyone just ends up abandoning. Like you catch the 30-minute just nonstop in those games. It's crazy. Sometimes you get like people that get 7-week bans. They just leave the match.
No way. It is like the 7-day bans. I used to rack those up like no tomorrow when I was like 13, 14 years old.
It was brutal.
I'd have to go. Like,
yeah.
Mom and Pop say you gotta leave the house now.
You don't have any say in that. I think that's where MR12 comes in handy here.
That is true.
At least for
also,
casual.
I think the best way to get into like CS, you just want to like learn how to play the game a little, is just playing retakes.
Yeah, 100%.
Retakes need to be like an official. They made it an official game mode, but it's not good. It's really bad.
Yeah, the
like,
spawns are atrocious.
Yeah, spawns are atrocious. I mean, you're not playing on 128 tick servers, so that's a whole other can of worms.
You get me started on that there. Ooh, there's
That's
wonderful.
a great shot. Yep. Gonna get punished for crossing out in the open.
Some of Wonderful's aggressive opping right there, trying to dictate the play. Able to find an opening pick there, Dumau. Been saving quite a bit there, but not going to be able to save this round. He has a chance for another. This crosshair placement is perfect. Wonderful is on the money on these B-side plays, man.
Yeah, Neckers is in some trouble. Not a hit. First, almost a second. Good transfer for the dink. But not meant to be. Nade is not going to touch down. Very much not going to touch down.
Yeah, the lineup and everything, you know what I mean? I thought like that was one of those perfect lineups right there where you have to stand on like the right pixel. And then you gotta toss it down
on the
range,
wrong
right?
pixel.
But it was all a facade.
He was nading.
There was
for the
no
close
lineup.
Player. There might be someone behind the door. You never know. Timings are everything in Counter-Strike. You know what they should do, Cole? They should add exo boots to the buy menu. Just to make Counter-Strike just a little crazy. It's a little funny.
Exosuits, huh? Like the riot shield.
No. You don't know the, it's in danger zone. Like the boots that make you jump higher.
Yeah. But like how they added it to the buy menu, the riot shield. You can't even play with it. Like,
dude, hostage mode would be absolutely insane. Everyone hopping around like 6 feet in the air with riot shields. I already think the riot shield thing it's just hilarious, but I don't know. They could do that as like an April Fool's thing. I think that'd be pretty fun.
yeah, I'd be down.
The exo boot execute. People
It'd
just
actually be
flying
fun
over.
to just play like one day of Counter-Strike like that. Oh, dude, wonderful.
Oh, wonderful is everywhere. Wonderful is doing wonderful things.
Still got a lot more towards this A side though. That wonderful is going to need to crack through this boost. It's a bit of a surprise, but how do you get out from here? Dive into it.
Yeah, you don't actually. You're not getting out of it. It's actually the real answer to that question, Cole. Wonderful is already heating up. And you know what this kind of started off from? Not to say that it's the primary cause of it. Well, we didn't want to defuse the bomb in round number 7.
Yeah, I actually just want to like calculate whether or not he had that, because I'm so like I hate harping on single moments, right? But
Yeah.
I would just say in any given moment where it's questionable, like you got 10K, just roll it on in without hesitation. But yeah, no.
I mean,
definitely.
I'm thinking of watching it. We'll maybe do it later on. You
Probably
never
some
know.
tool you can literally just play it back, man. Counter-Strike's wild nowadays. You can hop on like refrag and
Yeah. Find
actually
out any lineup ever.
Right. And play versus like Astralis executes and stuff like that nowadays, so.
Yeah, but they need to do like, I mean, here in NA, like everyone jokes about the Danish 5 stacks over in, EU. Of course, the Danish 5 stack execute notably better than Astralis could ever consider.
The face at 5 stack, yeah.
Yeah, that. But here in NA, it's the Peruvian wide swing. 150
Deadly.
ping. You literally cannot see them.
And you're like gone.
Yeah.
Eliminated. Those T sides versus or CT sides are terrifying. But I'm also one to swing myself, so swing or be swung, as they say.
That is words to live by. Words to live by. That is a Counter-Strike hustler's mentality right there.
And QZ taking that literally, trying to swing over towards that bathroom side. He's been swung a couple times by Wonderful. 8 and 7. I feel like he's been a solution on the opening phases. Taos has been kind of getting eliminated a couple times towards that B lurk. And I feel like, towards that B side, Wonderful has been able to kind of relieve him of his duties when it comes to trying to be impactful in that B side with some nice opening picks from him on the short side. But right back towards A. They're rolling it back here where they found some success. They're going to continue to test the waters here. And even Towson, he's just playing a little bit further back. He's learned his lesson not to mess too far forward with this proactive fake Natty defense.
So Sprout are going to start to creep forward in towards B short. And there's only a single defender. Dumao is good. But you know what I say, Cole? Is he this good? Maybe. He has the Matrix powers to dodge Wonderful's op shot. And then the flank develops here from Lotto. There are two players going back down connector. That short play has been denied, so the rest of Sprout have to fly out Monster. Delayed by a flash as well, 5 seconds. And no one is planting the bomb right now. I'm not sure if Coles is on time with it. He was, but he's not surviving this. So fake Natty. Just stall out the play enough, and it works.
Very quick on the retake effort there, and the quick reactions as well. But as soon as they were gearing up towards that side of the map, able to break them apart here. We've got ourselves a lead retaken by fake Natty. Bit of a wake-up call when they tie things up at 5-all, right? Immediately start to bounce back there.
Now 6-5. And, oh, here we go. Wonderful. Any targets? No. So we're breaking that one down and setting up elsewhere.
I think they don't overcommit to that for too long. You gotta spread your resources out quickly off the back of those opening attempts, right? If you don't catch anything, you're sacrificing a lot of map control and potential CT side aggression. Look at this. It's committed from Nekas. He's maybe getting set up by a flash or some contact initially being taken by NQZ as a plan.
Yeah, but NQZ gets smoked out, but NQZ, oh, he's going to deliver nearly the double, but blinded up by Wonderful at the nick of time. Work out. Lotto has a 1v1 inside of connector. I think that's actually what Xiphon is looking for here, and he's gonna win it. Xiphon doing work. Now the walkout Monster, Tossin delivers his first kill of the game, and it's impactful. Gets information on another player.
Has to punish that aggression there. At least get himself a single frag right there. Able to do just that. Traded quickly, but again, like you said, the information is invaluable. NQZ in the right spot. And leveled out by Xiphon. He does it again, man.
See ya later.
Run it right back there. Another fight for him to win out. And Cold Zero desperately rotating. And he's going to give this a try.
All right. Flashing up top. I mean, I respect it. There was a moment. There's a chance if he gets the cross out the truck. Low HP player, sure. But not to be. Dude, I think a couple of us have forgotten about how good Xiphon is.
Yeah.
Well, he's back.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's like one of the left-out members of the old guard of the Flames, right? And you're exactly right. You kind of have maybe forgotten that this guy has an incredibly high ceiling. There's a big influence in some of those major runs, and look at this, man. Just sharp as ever. Quick headshots out of Xiphon's rifle. He does it again. Absolutely destroys NQZ's op.
Now, this is an interesting angle from Lotto that Spook is not going to clear. That puts Wonderful on high alert. On the other hand, oh, Rawls did clear. Didn't matter, but Xiphon is here to follow up. Oh, Wonderful rare miss. NQZ, that's starting to get a little bit of a theme here.
Can't just find that kill into Xiphon. He is too elusive, too quick on his fights here. And Lotto, he hasn't even switched things up. He's sticking around here towards long, but this has to be known. Didn't watch him run away.
Wonderful hunting. Oh, he's cooked. A perfect flash, a setup. And now it's a 3v3 with 45 seconds. Lotto did what he can to stall out. But Sprout have options.
Time It's going to be a bit of an essence here, but Siphon, you can't quite see this from the top of connector, so this is the perfect spot to counteract. But
oh, he saw him.
Dumao's just cleared. He saw Dumao, but did Dumao see him? It definitely doesn't look like that's the case, but they still have a lot of A presence, and they've spotted the long aggression here, including bomb.
So UZ is going to push forward. Okay, not going to get deleted by Xiphon a third time. There, gets to hold the off angle, trying to cross with the bomb. A good shot from Wonderful, but he doesn't seem keen on giving this one a whirl, and neither would I. NQZ locks into. Fake Natty will reclaim their lead.
Just refusing to give that lead up here. Not letting Sprout grab themselves the advantage. I guess that is incredibly important on the CT side of Overpass, that you do not let Sprout gain the advantage, gain the lead this late into the half here. And we're closing that round out. Impressive fashion. Overcoming some demons here if you're in QZ. That demon is Xiphon. And getting some really cool proactivity on that CT side. I love to see it. Out of Fake Natty. They still have more to chew through. It's not done just yet. More investment rolling out.
Oh, Dumao though. Great angle. Dawson, don't want to test this. Oh, well, you might be forced to. They can't escape. Dumao's got him.
Jump out of there.
Trying to.
Yeah.
Unable to. Hopping around to save your life. Now into the play. Spook. Charges forward. Leaps into pit. A lot of space gained here by Sprout despite the number of players in position.
Boosting to heaven could be sick right now. It's planted for heaven as well.
This is a mean position. But he saw the outline. He saw the outline as the smoke was fading. Neck has recognized it. Unreal. And now Neck is being hunted from down below. Wonderful hands the uppercut. This is massive information. Rawls, one tap for the headshot is planted for him. Oh, and Dumao doesn't have a kit. Dumao doesn't have a kit. Rawls is going to get all the kills, but he's running out of ammo. The Glock is going to have to do it, but Dumao sticks it the whole darn way. Fake Natty guarantee the halftime lead as Dumao presses E for dear life.
Just ducking and covering. This time he certainly won't let go of that defuse. Yeah, this is jumping from Towson. He's just trying to escape any way possible. What did he see there? What did he see there? I just don't know. Maybe the outline in the smoke was showing even? Like, you know how sometimes they, like, get weird behind HEs? I don't know. Maybe just some fortunate spam. Either way, it is just enough. Give Fake Natty the win in this half here.
It could be just a bit more. You have this 1v1. Auto rolls and absolutely oblivious. All's looking the other way. Different read on the round. So an easy opener. Smoke's about to fade as well. What are the odds Xiphon just wide swings and deletes NQZ? Doesn't look like that's going to happen. It might be Lotto in his crosshairs instead.
Sturdy setup here. It just requires NQC to start hitting on some of these tripwire shots here. You know he's capable. He has been missing a couple of those ones, and he has been punished for them. Rightly so, Xiphon. He's in the right area to punish, but the rifler that stands alongside him is adding another element to this defense.
Begins to push forward, but that's the bombs. That is the aggressive push. Fake Natty needed. NQZ does connect. Lotto with another. That's what you want to see here for Fake Natty. Finally, their CT setups start to pan out. 9-6 here as they put together 3 in a row. They had some early dominance. They were shocking Sprout at the start of this half. Lost their touch, but found it quickly.
They did. Very good start to that half right there for Fake Natty. And again, fell on some hard times economically. We're getting blasted by Xiphon in some of those entry rounds. Wonderful had some good pull-ups as well. So, some difficulties in the half here for sure, but closing out with 9, definitely something you can be happy with. I think it's a handshake for both rosters if we see some strength come out here. You know, Wonderful get back to that CT side open campaign.
Yeah.
Maybe Towson can get a turnaround.
That is the biggest part of Sprout, is Wonderful and CT side opping. And to be fair, he never got set up on that T side. We'll see what you can do here, as there's the dualies rolling out. 3 players get 3 different kills. And everything going pretty swimmingly here for Sprout with the bomb on the short side floor. The flank, double flank, NQZ in hopeless situation. Sprout gonna pick up an easy pistol here.
That was super strong stuff there. Dually work from Wonderful is quite nice there to defend. Sprout get those quick flanks on off, no big deal. That pistol round looked easy for them. I feel like so much of the B-side pistol rounds that we see, it all comes down to who gets that opening pick in the early space. You know, sometimes you can see some like good short late plays come through. It's a completely different story if you see an opening pick from Fake Natty start to overrun that bomb site, and then those flanks are going to arrive onto the scene a little bit too late. And it could be a different story in that sense. Such, I guess, is the nature of Counter-Strike.
Life and firing on all cylinders at the moment. Man, I remember that Copenhagen Flames run.
You do remember a good Copenhagen Flames run for sure.
Yeah, I mean, at least when they made it into the major and actually pushed the major playoffs.
Right.
This is Antwerp of last year. It's a year and a half ago now. But Zyphon was there. Like 17 years old when he was doing that as well.
Giga Chad.
Giga Chad Zyphon with Giga Chad Hooksy.
Giga Chad Hooksy, yeah. Just casted Nikodos.
Oh, what?
What?
Dumau just swung 3 players and got 2 kills, which keeps his team in the round. And
oh my
Walado,
god.
Deagle spam at that range, sure.
Spook, I mean, he could be cleared as well. They know there's another player close by.
The thing is, NQC's low, so he'll go down first, and the next is easy, so $1,200 farmed up, but that got... that shouldn't have even happened.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a huge performance there from Dumau. Double kill, I don't know how he got away with both of those frags. Makes it look easy. But of course, you know, when you go for those force fights, you do go for the win. So, as long as Spook was able to deliver some closure there, all is forgiven. Nice shots, though. Severe out of Lotto and Dumau. Making him reinvest heavy in this round for sure.
And blocks to be farmed up. This is the wonderful op fund being developed right now, as those $1,800 are going to turn into a large sniper rifle.
Now and Nick are like, I don't want to keep feeding this guy.
Let's give it to the. Let's give some scraps to the bottom frag here of Dawson. Nice charitable effort done there by Fake Natty.
And all sides of the map there. Charity for Wonderful. As he farms some cash and then, you know, given to the needy as well. Over there towards B.
Dawson's not just gonna camp out on an island and do nothing. No op purchased up, surprisingly. He just drops the MP9 over to Rouse. It's like, hey, you can have this.
Did Rouse drop him the A1S too?
No, I think he just dropped the MP9 over and bought one up. I can't see the... No kills there went down. Yeah, I think they might have just traded off, which is crazy.
Nice guy.
I mean, Rouse has a plan.
Yeah, I think he's going to get aggressive here. He has a good short spawn, so maybe like get a little movement over there. And of course, you know, Wonderful. He likes to get aggressive over on that A side. But again, like you said, he's not going to have his weapon of choice. He could have. Which is an interesting thing to note. But no, just throwing some utility, actually, or else he's going to be sticking around with his teammates over towards that A side here, so... What do you got cooked up for us here in the first gun round, Fake, brother Sprout?
We got some folks hopping up connector. And Lotto's kind of beta timing here. I'm unsure if Prowls' jump spot, or wasn't Prowls in the jump spot. I believe it's like Spook didn't actually see Lotto marauding up short. Get awkward.
Very slow about this map control, Fake Natty. Their T sides recently, I think Cold Zare's been doing a great work of calling things about, finding those weaknesses here. He's really getting used to settling in for that European style over the last couple weeks or so.
Oh,
already it's going to net them an opening pick.
Unfortunately, couldn't connect a headshot. And also reading into the fact that there's a second player here, that is really nice there from Fake Natty. 30 seconds on the clock, and everything just felt known here. Everything felt premeditated here from the Brazilians. Now, the problem is they still will have to face off against every player from Sprout. Sprout are going to hold the line on the A site. 20 seconds left, though, should just be enough time. We'll see what damage Spook can do, though. Here's a great flashbang. It's just the perfect setup. Tossin fires off from bank, but realizes quickly that this one's undoable.
I mean, it's just a great little flashbang to facilitate the aggression. If you're on the side of Sprout there, I would have loved to see them try and utilize that clock a little bit against them right there. You know, get them to jump up on truck as opposed to you take that fight to them, because there's 10 seconds left at that point in time, right? We're talking some severe worries, some panic setting in, and when panic sets in on the T side and you know the timer's low, that's how 2v4s get converted right there. But of course you go for the blind spray, and Fake Natty capitalize on that every step of the week. We got a nice 3-piece. Neck has been playing very well right now.
Yeah.
For the squad.
He's in difficult roles, right? He's just doing hard entry fragging right now. Look at this. And he just wins all of his entries. Every single one. He even gets the player at truck.
I mean, to be fair, though, you got to give some credit to the support players, because a lot of those individuals are blinded up as well.
Yeah, that is true. Neck is not getting... doesn't really get a lot of time in the sun to be that ultra-heavy fragger. Does get some setup, but playing hard entry is no easy feat.
Absolutely. And made it look easy in that last round. Again, some supportive efforts being tossed in as well. And QZ maybe didn't actually catch him on the cross there. Back Dowson. Safety in that position. I think QZ wants to inch his way forward here. Could be meeting an off angle. Headshot angle.
You know, I wonder... jump spots coming through. Voltaire does not want to mess with the molly. I always wonder, someday, is a team going to play on the front side of that pillar just to catch, because they can see the barrel if you play in front of that pillar, just to play the off angles for when that op holds that the monster cross. There, it could just be a free kill for any rifler.
Yeah, I think the movement of like operas going up short is definitely long read in on, but it's still a very difficult duel. I feel like for CTs that, like, it is one of the best opportunities for an opening pick on the map. A lot of transition between like barrels and monster get played out early in a round, or late into a round. Now we've got ourselves 20 seconds left in a 5v5 with 3 players on this A bomb site and some smokes being tossed in. This is gonna be a difficult round here for Fake Natty.
So we'll see what the entry's looking like. It's Zyphon again. Bombs on the floor. That's it. That's round. Zyphon comes up with a triple kill on the site, and it's not as premeditated as the previous. Fake Natty have run some real solid T-side rounds, but Sprout were at the side of the play and had to push through a smoke there towards the end.
Yeah, that was a big issue right there. It's a smoke push onto Zyphon, who's already been playing incredibly sharp today. So, easy multi-kill from him. Lotto catches the flank there, which I feel like it's a nice opening pick, right? But it still probably leaves the rest of the roster with a sinking feeling in their stomach, knowing they're walking into an A-side stack.
See the workup here from Dumao. Already so much space taken already by just half bought up players. Otto will fall first, but you see Dumao is already walking up, but the timing couldn't have been better there from Spook. And so all the space that was just taken at the start of this round kind of just goes up in smoke. Not a lot to say in this one. Yeah, everything is being tossed here. You have the op, you have Zyphon. It's two superstars and a straight shot through the smoke. Yeah, it's not going well here for the Brazilians.
That is beautiful right there. Neka's gonna drop one on the way out there, but it's gonna be 11 locked in for Sprout. Wonderful looking sick right now. Got ourselves very close game, but Fake Natty feels like they are struggling a little bit on this T side here. We're getting a lot of proactivity from Sprout now. A lot of aggression towards that B side that's causing some concern. So every time they're walking into this A side play, they're getting caught on stacks, caught on some heavy setups, even when they find the openings. Gonna put more fight in this direction.
Okay. On to bring it back. A good flash. Oh, and I think this op was spotted. Otto does not want to tango with this. You see that? Showing some real patience here.
He's going to maintain all this short control, and again, it's going to facilitate some rotations over towards that A side. It's the same problem Fake Natty going to walk into once again.
3 players on the way. Zyphon also good on the smoke spam, but Rawls will get traded out, and also Spook exceptionally low. Will get cleaned up. Same goes for Zyphon, as now Lotto completes the trade. The rotations didn't come through in time. Entry. Sprout couldn't fight.
Nick has just cracked his way through that round right there. A huge hero effort. Wonderful. Looking to be the same hero. Is going to need the same amount of kills. But he's not going to give it a chance here. Not going to get an opportunity to crack anything open here. And it is all tied up once again. Fake Natty using Nekaz to full advantage here. Another 3K.
Yeah.
Another opening round from him. Look at this. Able to find the first there. Chases down the second spotted Spook as he aggresses forward. And one through the smoke as a cherry on top. That A-bomb site. You have a lot to thank. So it could have been very challenging to break through on all the rotating players right there.
Yeah, I think a little uncoordinated there from Sprout on the site hold as well. You had a lot of players on the scene, but a lot of them were sitting behind smokes, not being a part of the play. You saw Zyphon just going for straight smoke spam while his teammates were battling on the site. And well, yeah, he got some damage in. You need that player to be playing forward in front of APC or call for a flash and be more proactive, because if you stand still, those players on the site are going to get overwhelmed by the T-side utility. Credit to the execute for Fake Natty, but Sprout could have approached it differently. And so we touch off again at 11 all. Still wonderful wielding the off, but again, has not been hyperactive across the map. Saw him spend his entire round on towards B short. Gonna make his home out towards long. Oh, Zyphon
Wants to.
getting close. He wanted to, had the flash, but not gonna give it a whirl.
Good retreat there from Dumao tactically. Able to avoid the flashbang here, but yeah, man, Neck is taking way too much space on this A side right now. They have thrown no utility for Nekas at all, and he's already in the right side planter here. This is going to be a huge surprise here. He's trying to time this peak on the jump spot. Oh, that's so sickening from Nekas.
This guy is on fire right now. He's doing incredible entry work. Wonderful's now in serious trouble too. His position has been spotted. Tries to drop a smoke and try and fight his way out of it. Fake Natty's reaction is so slow. Again, the bomb is out in party at the moment.
B.
They're not. They're gonna.
Oh.
They're going to bathrooms when they haven't actually taken sight. A missed Molly into truck. A team flash too is not helping this one out. Now they're gonna descend down to B.
It's too late though. Wait, they're hearing the rotations. Back up call we go. Neckis has done it again. Oh my god, what a chaotic round.
Oh, the double fake. And with this, Neckis just got himself in a bank. That's another headshot. Neckis is on fire right now. He's not going to one-tap Wonderful, but this round's toast. Easy kill onto Spook, and that's that.
Oh my god. A lot of complaints there for Fake Natty. I think they played it way too slow with Neckis' position. But Neckis even manages to make the best of that situation. When he was getting no reinforcements, no helps, he just ducked and covered until the timing was right, until he hears the entirety of that A side, the quick rotations rotate away. And right into the hands there of Neckis, man. That's just fantastic Counter-Strike coming through from him in every sense of the word there. Only 2 kills this time around. Not a triple entry like he's been doing all day, but I'll give him an extra one just for that call alone, the communication.
The impact is unbelievable. First of all, that shot, the shots he's hitting, the impact that backs up those shots as well. These are not meaningless frags. And like he is kind of one of the old dogs of this group as well. He's been competing in Brazilian Counter-Strike at like basically on like a top 2, top 3 Brazilian team for like the last 6 years. And he's still putting up a fragging performance like this.
100%. It's incredible.
Mouse in charge. Tech 9 though.
Don't expect to run into a CT Tech 9 when you walk up on. Oh, he's still live there. Lotto not a trade. And Zyphon, he's trying to do the heavy lifting here.
He knows that his position is very precarious. In fact, he already knows that he's trapped, basically. Oh, but he's inviting some guests to his little place here, but instead he's going to take that opportunity to flee the scene. So clean opener for Sprout.
Got the kill. Able to duck on out. Still have a pretty strong A defense, which does include the op of Wonderful, exactly where you need to be. Could bypass him with this long play here. Or also catches some really awkward timing, man. He's missed all of the presence towards long. He actually hasn't spotted anything. And the op's now rotating off towards B right now. So this is still working in Fake Natty's way somehow.
Yeah. Sprout think that this is a monster play. It's actually coming out long. Zyphon to be ran down. He's armorless. And even now Lotto picking off Rawls, who just missed the whole team. Yeah, unfortunate for him.
Actually tragic, because it could have been a one-rounder right there if Rawls spotted out at least a player towards long. You imagine Wonderful wouldn't have moved off the bomb site if the communication wasn't that full bathroom secure, and I didn't catch anything long when I was watching it. So you got to make some gambles here, even in the 4v5s when you don't have the best weaponry, and that was the gambles that Sprout were willing to go for here. It's another save.
Yeah, you know, Wonderful's an insane opper, but again, it's like the Regali issue that we had playing up versus OG. You have to have targets to shoot at if you're a good opper, and Wonderful has just not been. No one's actually faced it. You just have to save a bunch.
Honestly, left into those saves. Ducking and hyping up Neckis. You want to know what his best international event was?
What was that?
So far this year, it was the RMR, where he
like
played
all-time best rating.
Yeah, but outside of like just like a North American event where he's like playing in the Cash Cup and things like that. Like I'm talking like high impact big events here. Mm-hmm. Some of his best work in the RMR to qualify his team for the major.
That you'd like to see. But he's going to get shut down immediately. All right, finally. Some entry work here. Denied. It's Tossin and Spook. Put this whole site on lock. Spook while full blind. Like, Fake Natty had the right idea. I mean, they might lose everything here. As soon as we hype him up, he goes down on entry. But that is a nice shot.
Gotta be feeling good for NQZ just to do that to Zyphon, man. Out of all the players, that's the one he wants to do. Just 180
Even his
flick
nemesis.
it. Right.
Wait, you're telling me there's a chance?
We have Wonderful here in a very passive position. That's all. You have a rotator coming through slowly but surely. Rouse, but he's going to be mullied off now. Smoked off as well. Okay. Holy thing.
And trying to push forward Rouse.
Oh, wow.
But Cold Zara left his teammate out to dry, unfortunately. And Rouse is even prepared for the long play. I think there was a chance if Cold Zara went to clear the whole site, but not to be.
Is there like a pixel that he can see the short aggression, or is he just waiting for the flashes?
Yeah, I think he's playing anti-flash there.
Is he done? Good defense right there on the B side. Definitely needed a run like that to re-inspire, and they needed that to be clean. Like you said, that was a bit awkward there potentially if you know, Cold Zara and NQZ could combine their efforts, but ended up splitting up a little bit there towards the tail end and unable to join forces. Wonderful's missed one. Heck is, who's already been finding some elusive timings, is past his scope already. Okay.
Double nades, perfect.
It's on to Towson, of course. Who else?
This guy.
He's already been nade stacked.
He hasn't had fun. I mean, it depends on what your definition of fun is, but I don't really call that fun.
Right. Some people think just winning is fun. That's, you know, good enough. And you know what? Sprout aren't really in that point just yet anyways, but they're getting there if they can win this round. Fake Natty have been keeping this lead in their favor throughout the most part of this game. I think they've given it up once on the second half, but every time Sprout have come close here, a wake-up call has been offered by Fake Natty.
Zyphon might have some trouble here. The jump up. Oh, and nailed. Nekis doesn't miss. Wonderful could be in trouble. He hits the leg shot only, but he does readjust. Bomb dropped on the floor. Couldn't hit the other flick. Wonderful gotta be a little furious with that one. HP running low here for Spook. He's going to get dropped by Nekis. Flank developing from Rouse. Is it too late is the question. Planting not in the open. Spotted out early. Tossin also oh so low. You can't push the smoke with this kind of HP. You can't take these risks. It's all over the place. You can hear each other breathing on each other right now. But then now Dumal will buy the space and Rouse position noted. Fake Natty are going to push 14 against Sprout. Just a matter of time. And this is, I mean, it's just the Bermuda Triangle waiting for him right now with NQZ's op also cutting the cross.
He missed the op though, but I think he wants it. I think he wants to go back and grab it. And Dumal going to keep that nice and contained. Thank you very much. Time for him to step up here a little bit later. And Fake Natty grab themselves 14 as soon as you say it, you know, just a small little error on that B-side play. Couldn't quite get past a solid, sturdy defense. And then, you know, bam, in the very next breath. Trades are very efficient over towards that A side of the map there. I mean, even, you're talking Cold Zara could have not even required a trade if he was able to chase down Wonderful. So, Fake Natty win themselves a solid round right there. Get themselves a step closer to taking their opponent's map pick.
It also helps that Nekis is playing out of his mind right now. With the 100%. Amount of opening kills he's been picking up. Like, this is... He's getting opping number of opening kills.
And he's not stopping at like 1 either, right?
No, he's
It's-
5
it's-
and 2.
Multi-kills on opening frags where he's cracking open the entire bomb site. Sometimes on his lonesome, sometimes winning him rounds on his lonesome. By getting the right calls and the right reads. I love the faith here that Cold is placed into him as well, right? There's full trust in his information here. And when he's playing this good, you gotta trust in a player like that.
Little boost action. When the door gets naded open like that, you do start to expect some shenanigans are going on, so smokes that one immediately. Makes the cross. Oh, I also want to talk on the flip side there. Wonderful. Probably frustrated with himself. He certainly had an opportunity to multi-frag there, but he leg-shotted Cold. Took the second shot, but then missed on the Lotto. Like, I think we've kind of seen it and got like kind of like the in-game expressions, but Wonderful hasn't been kind of frustrated. Hasn't been getting a lot of opportunities. He just missed out on his best one. Yeah, there's another one right there.
Flashbang that got him off that angle there for a second. It turns all the way around and back in a swipe of a mouse. They're gambling. Everyone starts to make their move here, but one pick from Wonderful. That should maybe sturdy up the B defense right now. They still have a smoke, but they're going to pop through it either way. That is a certainty. Smoke gets recycled, and now they have to pop through it.
You can't wait. You can't wait at this point. Flash through, but it's disjointed. This is bad. Dumao, he gets his one, though. Needs another. Tossin. This is unbelievable. Like, look, I'm not happy with this decision. If they committed, they only had Xiphon down on the site, but that's how it goes, I guess.
Dude, like Cold has to peek through the monster smoke with his teammate. Just straight up has to help his teammates right there. He's not pushing forward at all. And there was, I mean, it really was just, you know, one player getting sent to the wolves right there. And if they didn't win out in that duel versus Towson, the round was over. Like, that was the plan there for Fake Natty, and that was established.
Yeah, and Dumao also got the entry onto short. Like, Towson is overwhelmed right now. Overloaded with the amount of angle he has to deal with, and
Cold Zero spams him through the smoke eventually, but that time the decision was made. And,
all right. Let's focus on the here and now. NQZ out on the site. Oh, he got spotted. There's no way he didn't just get spotted. He fires off a shot, almost takes down the pit player. We also see Cold Zero. Now he's starting to make moves.
He's past this line, though, here. Towson, oh, he's going to walk right into it. Never mind. Clears it with diligence. No sneaking one past Towson. A great second half performance from him. And the turnaround.
NQZ just gonna back around. Oh, on the corner, on the cross. Nails tossing. All right, it goes one back. And look at this. Oh, no. Rawls, you're in big trouble right now. Don't go for the knife. You do just have to make sure you get this kill. Just double dink. There you go. He didn't even have head armor, so it was a one-shot headshot anyways. And now the A site blasted open. Xiphon up close. We'll get the frag onto Dumao, but at the cost of Rawls is the problem. But Xiphon does turn up with another. The Glock's simply not good enough right now. I think QZ needs to somehow get into position, and the smoke fades. Yeah, this is tough. Lotto won't be able to escape. NQZ does nail it onto Xiphon. 1v2, but 20 seconds at the bottom of the ground. It's off the spawn.
Yeah, gonna bail out. Save definitely a little bit more understandable. We're gonna see a 14-14 scoreline here. This has always been where Fake Natty have had a wake-up call. Quick reminder that they've got to shut things down, but will it happen up against the opportunity to close right now? Luckily for NQZ, actually has enough funds to toss an AK over to Cold Zera, which is surprising. We're going to see a very effective buy here. Sprout putting this one into a very scary position here. Their defense being locked down as of recent. The clock is haunting Fake Natty, and they don't have a lot of good options here other than Neka's finding big injuries.
And Neka's, he's been shut down at times. When he does get the, the 1v1 he wants, he's normally nails the frag. But how often can he do it? It's a question. It really is him versus Xiphon on that A site. And now as we get to all 30 rounds of regulation, we get to the nitty gritty. And fake Natty keep it up. Or will Sprout push us to a map point here? Brazilians pushing the squad to the limit for sure.
Yeah, no question. This is a great look out of fake Natty on their opponent's map pick, if you take that into consideration. But I think they want to do more than just give it a good look here in this map, right? They know that they've put themselves in a position to close this map out. They just have to finish the job. They've got great performances out of Nekaz. Mao playing a good game here. Otto standing beside him. They've had good calls, good mid-round reads. So with all of those working in your favor, if you were to maybe fall at this finish line here, that'd put you in a pretty frustrating spot in the series.
And we'll see for now, it's aggressive connector control. I think the calling here is good right now from fake Natty. They are making the decision that Wonderful's op. It's over towards that A site. Main play here is going to be down to Spook once again. Flashes in and he plays anti and does the exact same thing. Now Nekaz, of course, he's good for his one. And tossing, obviously, in towards Monster. Wonderful. Head spotted. Nekaz swings wide. Missed shots here from Wonderful. He's on the struggle bus, surrounded on the site. And NQZ's going to pick him up. Rawls, though, back turn. He has a backstab. He's going to drop the bomb. Taking his sweet time with it. Now it's on the floor. But he gets traded out in the nick of time. Tossin coming up late. Flashing through. He's thinking about jumping the gun, but no. It's looking like it's going to be fake Natty. The first map point. Nekaz holding the smoke with an off. Walks through, and he misses his, but Lotto readjusts. Fake Natty will get map point first.
What a way to do it, man. It's Nekaz again creating and sowing so much chaos on that A side to call his rotates over. And finding that success here. The B play was going so wrong here. Nekaz makes it all right. Lotto will close down the finishing blow. Unbelievable. Fake Natty again with a brilliant mid-round call coming through here from coldzera, getting the troops back into the right position and onto the bomb site. Even Rouse, who played that one incredibly, you said taking your sweet time with that kill. He's trying to buy every second off that clock so that there's even further panic there, so that instead of picking up that bomb and planting it at 8 seconds, it's only 6. It's small details there, but it was such a smart idea from Rouse, and it's still not enough to get past Nekaz in this map, and it might not be enough to give them life in this map either.
They're on the broken purchase here. They only got 2K in reserves. Xiphon was the only one with leftover cash. He'll be dropped over an M4. The rest on Deagles, MP9, and no util. It's going to be a straight bum rush out towards Fountain, but it works. Xiphon comes away with a double kill to keep Sprout alive.
The battle between these titans here of Xiphon versus Nekaz, but it could take us into extra innings as well. The trade doesn't come through. It ends up favorable for the CT side here. They got a man advantage. But following them in their footsteps here, trailing the likes of Sprout here. There's a timer on this play. They've taken monster control. They've got full ground in that sense here, so they got to rotate back over towards that A side. There's some timing that can be worked here. But I don't think they're going to beat him to the punch. They've already gotten themselves back into the site. Wonderful with a rifle is here towards truck.
It's going to be a straight contact play. Wonderful. On the angle, will deliver onto coldzera. Xiphon gets a Desert Eagle in overtime. Is just a guarantee at this point. Lotto unable to connect and finished off. We're going extra rounds here at Overpass.
Not ready to give this one up at all, Sprout. Not ready to concede this map here. Fake Natty, their easiest chance to finish the job has just slipped through their fingertips as Xiphon delivers a massive 3K. It's another one from him. That's going to shock Fake Natty here and set some frustration on in. Great looks out of Xiphon here. Again, we're going to see this battle of the Titans continue into OT now between Nekas and Xiphon.
And it came down to that. It's just a double push, the running right through his smoke. Xiphon gets a double kill. And that was all. That's all it took, and the rest fell into place. Now, Sprout, their one biggest worry was the cash. They got 12.5 grand to work with here in extra rounds. Overjoyed. They got past this point. And Fake Natty, their best opportunity is getting even worse as Spook on the boost drops Dumao.
Wide swing there. Xiphon now leveled out. It's a huge pick for NQZ to find here, taking down a heavy hitter on the side of Sprout. That's exactly what you need. Still triple up on this B side. Still Nekas trying to find some timings towards A. What a surprise there, right? Wonderful.
Oh, and he's about to do it. Or is he? Wonderful spins at the right moment and Spook another. Shorts on lock. Oh, but NQZ, Wonderful is going to try and cross. And NQZ just takes his time with it. He realizes his doom. He stares NQZ in the face. But Rawls, laying up close, made his way to truck. NQZ isn't going to clear it. So now Lotto, another clutch, another 1 versus 3. 40 seconds to think about it. Just thinking though, he wants the frag. Jumps up. Also has a massive advantage here though. It doesn't matter, he looks away. Oh, but Tossin is there on the fight to trade that one out. Sprout will get the first round of OT.
Nicely done right there. Shutting things down. Denying access. Very proactive defense. Own some tricks up their sleeve as Sprout still have that. Now Sprout have taken the lead here. An opportunity failed to close out by Fake Natty. You really don't want to see that frustration linger here in this roster, right? That's a huge detail. They continue to let things slip here. That frustration sink in of knowing they had a chance to close out this map. Might be very difficult in overtime here. They're going to go for a little B play, though. Just trying to get a B pop on in. Waiting for some semblance of CT side aggression. A lot of presence is hovering, though. 4 players are close by in short and connector.
Oh, and the spam damage is unreal. Oh, he spotted the legs. And there goes Spook. Rawls is going to tuck away and fall back. That is very fortunate for Fake Natty.
It's going to change things up a little bit for their defense, but what Xiphon has is a really interesting position if they continue to run about here instead of hit that shift key instead of walkabout. He's going to hear all these footsteps rotating back over towards that A side, so guess what? You're going to see those rotates off of the B-bomb site, and still you're going to have some good information here, but Xiphon trying to get cheeky on this flank is going to have a freebie, and back down he goes like a ghost here. But now he's going to coordinate some aggression back over towards the B side here. They're all over the map. It's another good read.
Using the information against Sprout. Xiphon's going to make the full fallback from the B site. He's going to be the only defender.
They got to get a move on here.
They've got to sprint. They've got to go. And now Rawls pushing, gets all the information back. The hesitation here from Fake Natty is going to cost him. Xiphon, close monster, will get traded out. But there is simply, where are the smokes? They need to be dropped down. They need to go and bloom. Or else Wonderful is going to frag up a storm. Planting out in the open, Rawls. Gonna flash himself through the smoke. The plant will go down, though, and put Doom out in the clutch. Now a 1v1 as he can dive away in a monster Tossin. Has to try and find space. He's gonna push forward. Cross this bridge. Doom out unaware, but then spins around and nails the headshot. The 1v2 to keep Fake Natty up on the board.
This is incredible, man. This game, a just chess match between these players. Complete facades put up here all over the map by coldzera. He's still calling up a storm right now when it comes to the map movements, the manipulation on Xiphon right there. Thinking it was full clear with all those footsteps, just stomping taking place and then diving back in towards B. It still comes down to the heat of the moment, but it gives just enough edge for Dumao to rise above the occasion. A 1v2 clutch and a 3k in the round. And Fake Natty right back to a tied scoreline with their last timeout burnt.
That's finally Dumao turning up with like a truly impactful play here. It's kind of been empty-handed for most of this second half and moving on into overtime, but that is something to reinvigorate Fake Natty after losing that final round of regulation to just Deegs and a Hero M4. So here we are back. What's the move here from Sprout? Wonderful. Picked up an AWP. But honestly, despite the 24-18 scoreline, decently positive, he hasn't been at the centerpiece of Sprout's defense. That needs to change.
There's no question about it. It's much more been Xiphon trying his luck here. A lot of the opening phases, especially in towards connector, and he does it again, man. He does not stop. He wants to press the issue. He lands a dink through the wall.
It's a dink. Huge as well from Wonderful. Nekiz has been shut down as that just relentless A-lurk. He's out. So we see a 3 versus 4. Fake Natty to play from behind, but a minute is a lot to work with here and a lot of space on the map.
Yeah, can take themselves a couple different avenues of approach here. Still maintaining a lot of ground on the CT side. Connector, obviously, biggest point of real estate here for Rouse. Maintaining that ground is high value. This end goal here for Fake Natty is going to certainly end towards that A side of the map here and towards Wonderful's AWP. See if he can deliver, but again, he's fallen back into a very passive approach here. So we're talking about a bomb site potentially being given over here in this 3v4 and hoping that these fast positions, these fast flank potentials and the points of Rouse right now can actually do some further damage in that post plant here. 25 seconds and they're going to burn it into this A side right now.
Here comes the flank though. Rouse resurfaces from connector. Hits Lotto in the back. And QZ though, up close, wants to chase this kill, but you have the bomb. You need to get back to the site. Can hit the next shot on NQZ, and that will wrap up this half. 6 shot from coldzera, but that's all. It's Sprout who are up around at the side swap.
Yeah, a couple of times here so far on this T side, Fake Natty have fallen victim to the clock here. And it's another example. The timer a little bit too drawn out. Decisions not made. Aggression not placed. And it's going to just leave them to make a lot of tough decisions, basically, in those late round situations. Wonderful. Capitalize. Xiphon, again, continuing his performance. I felt like on that T side, if we didn't have some good impact out of Nekiz, or Dumao for that matter, he had a couple of good rounds as well. We didn't really have a lot for Fake Natty in the overtime, so... Back on the CT side, they did win the half here, and they do have constant gun rounds to be facilitated.
All right, so here we have it. Just incessant brawls. Between both sides. We'll see where Dumao has been the primary point of the CT end of things, but instead, coldzera. Tossin decided to fly through the monster smoke to open up this round, and coldzera will sideswipe that one. Wonderful. In the mood for some quick scoping. Yep, and he's going to drop Dumao next. Okay. That was bold from coldzera.
Yeah, taking a lot of liberties right there. Lucky to walk away with his life, but still kicking.
Wonderful not spotted there.
I'm covering that jump boost. We have a long aggression here. Lotto going to be looking to take a fight there. Wins the timing versus Spook. Is going to be able to close out that duel there. That's so much information right now. That clears a lot of confidence over towards that A side here. He immediately evacuates, though. So he's not going to maintain that ground here for too long. Instead, they're going to commit themselves to this 2-2 setup. And it leaves them a little bit vulnerable here, I will say. They keep this up because Cole's air is so very low. They might have to play for the post plant considering the positioning.
Good molly, though. An excellent molly. Force them back for just a moment.
Gonna buy time for a rotation. NQC's gonna join.
Yeah, NQC's gonna get in. Heaven is smoked, though, so he has to try and find impact somewhere else. Trying to delay the play. That's all Fake Natty want to do. They want that Heaven smoke to fade in time. And Cold Zera, well, he'll get his 1-for-1, but Plant is going to go on through. NQZ locked out of this round for sure. So now the post plant begins to assemble for Sprout.
No smokes. No utility here to toss on the bomb or anything like that. Rouse is trying to get aggressive to fight forward.
He does. And next up is Wonderful. There's no utility to suppress this AWP. This is going to be really tough. Just around the corner. Barrel spotted. Nails a shot on NQZ. He's going to hope to try and stick this one the whole way. And Rawls will be hitting the headshots in the post to put Sprout on map point.
Beautiful work right there. Sprout going to grab themselves map point here. Now they have granted themselves 2 chances to close this thing out. When their backs were against the wall here. In regulation, they were able to stand to the task. The Siphon answered the call. Now they have 2 opportunities to finish the job, and we'll see if they're capable of closing.
Looking like it's possible they can do it. Double nades down on the Lotto also help out the matter. That's gonna leave a mark. Cypher does take a couple tags. Slow walk out a party could net results. NQZ ready for the next angle, but Wonderful will not get an opportunity to fire, at least yet. Might have a chance. Wonderful. Is he going to nail this shot? Oh my gosh, he's prepared for that kind of play.
Play very proactive here in QC. Should hear the footsteps to his left. Need a reaction time.
Perfect. Now, but he's stepping forward for the fight, and he gets out on for the ace here. NQZ, 3 kills opening up this round, and he not going to get it. Tossin will clean him up. And Sprout, well, 2v4 is probably not optimal to close this one down. Tossin's going to need a massive round, a huge step up. Molly and jump up, but not the truck. Wonderful. Not good enough on those flicks. And so we'll take it to the final round of single overtime. You see a Fake Natty can force doubles, or the map ends here.
Gonna run it on back. Are we gonna play on here? NQC says yes. Look at the way he's able to work this AWP. Fighting in the flames. It does not matter. Whatever way he can keep his team alive in this one on the A-side defense is what he'll be able to deliver. And definitely needed that sort of step up from him as well. Big multi-kill. Now, one more round here to give themselves some more opportunities. I think they tried to run boost up towards Monster again, but he got blocked by the wall and flashes that came through. So instead, he's going to route up towards short side. And this head-to-head could come through here once again. Wonderful versus NQZ.
Truly is who's faster on the draw. A pop flash. Elbow spotted. Oh, but Wonderful beats him on the peak. This guy.
Once more. Tries to go in the flames there. But a tough pill to swallow. If you're NQZ, falling to your counterpart here in what could be the last round. Lotto gonna make it. Not that though.
Oh, just let it go with the angle. Tossin was watching it, but the timing is excellent from Lotto, as well as Nekis returns through to the site. 2 players in his crosshairs. He mows them both down. It's now a 2 versus 3, but look at this from Raw. Wonderful's made his way through the site. He hits a Deagle headshot at point blank range. Rawls on the move, on the run. He'll get over to the B side. How has this round transpired like this?
There's no way Wonderful lands that shot there. Had to turn 180 point blank deagle right to the head, and that will give them the bomb site. All of a sudden, this round is in contention here for the side of Sprout.
4 swings. Wonderful. Did he hear it? Well, he hears them dropping into short now. That op just gets the post up for free. There's no flashbangs, no smokes to get this off the angle. They just have to jump, hope and pray he misses, and he does. Rawls falls. Wonderful, looking for the clutch, but he can't escape Nekiz. We're going extra rounds.
Oh my god, it's Nekiz that bails him out again, man. You can't get more heroic moments right here. Denying Wonderful the ace to finish the map. Nekiz has had enough here. 4 kills. 2 of them handed on the silver platter. Here's a big turnaround. Cold getting leveled. Why that Diego? That could have been all of it right there. Instead, Nekiz keeps his team alive.
It's like, it's crazy to think that Wonderful had chances to lock it in. The first shot on short, the jump around the corner. It was desperation from Fake Natty, but they'll drag it in to our second overtime. I mean, it's incredible, the performance so far here from Nekiz. 31 kills as the entry rifler, as the aggressive rifler. He's supposed to either get the opening kill or go down. What an immense map he's been having.
Absolutely, it's incredible. See this man work. When his teammates need him the most, again, he has lifted this roster on up. They got themselves an interesting boost here. They're going to leave him on sandbags. They're just walking out monster with bomb.
Here we go. Dumao tucked away towards the barrels. It's tough seat, but he pops up and still gets the kills. Life and ought to be furious. But Tossin, there's a double. Nekiz is 1 for 1. Tossin's double kill is everything in this one. He's made it 3. And the plant for Sprout. And the backstab as well. Spook's got that one in. Otto's gonna give it a whirl because he got basically infinite money. But this is looking like Sprout's round through and through. Spooky even has a molly. Don't think it'll even get to this point. Otto swinging at air, seeing nothing. It's a nice first. A wonderful 8 missing again. 19 rounds for Sprout.
And sure, victory right there. Not going to miss his opportunity to at least start them off on the right foot here. Those that, potentially a op shot was the difference on short just in that last round here. I don't know how Dumao was able to swing his head up for a kill right there. That, like you said, that's infuriating, but all that matters is that score at the top of your screen, and you still won it out, so. Awesome with a late arrival, though. That's a nice little 3K from him. He's struggled to get big multi-kills in this map.
Yeah, he started like 0 and 8 or something. He was getting bodied on the CT side. And is leveled up. Now, Spook could be in trouble. Yeah, he's going to get opped down by NQZ.
We keep going back and forth like this. Oh, it's just one opening pick, but we could be in for one of those games, you know what I mean?
Things could change, though. Facing the smoke right now, Dumao could be in serious trouble. Tucked away. They let him go past. Oh, Tossin again is saving his team right now in overtime. There's another entry. Zera. Now he's in trouble. Tossin will get the damage in, but Zyphon will finish. Players from short, though. Players from short. Wonderful dives away. Just barely gets out of dodge. Gets his op in hand. But he gets deleted by Nekiz, who double entries the site. This guy's a monster right now. And Zyphon in the 1v3 in towards pit, hands his back over. Doesn't matter. It's Nekiz. He's not missing. This guy is insane.
I mean, what a performance from him right now, man. He makes that look like it's a breeze. Breaking past players like Wonderful, Zyphon like that in the last man standing situation. They don't give him a chance to even shoot back right there. 35 kills to this guy's name, and look at the way he's able to path forward here. Gets the tripwire, a wonderful peeking into the angle. Rouse thought he had the trade in the bag right there, but newsflash. It's neck.
First, he just ran around and first bulleted everyone. It's incredible. How you maintain this over the course of an entire map? 30 plus rounds. Approaching 40 rounds.
Oh, it's again these dang oppers and up short, man. They're not giving these riflers any chances.
That's so unfair. Oh, who's watching this too? Oh no. Everything went perfectly because Neck is frags like a monster. But it doesn't matter when the rest of his team goes down. Nekis has an AK. This is his only chance. And eventually, you gotta run out of gas sometime. NQZ might just send himself flying through a smoke, but not gonna stop that bomb from getting planted. This is going to be Sprout's 20th round. They'll have the advantage at the swap. Despite the unbelievable game from Nekis. Zyphon's got that one as well. Happy with this one, our Sprout.
Absolutely. Smiles on their faces here as they take the lead in the half. On the T side, of course. There's no guarantees in this series so far. We continue to split things 2-1, and I feel like we could continue to see the hero moment shine. As neither one of these teams wants to leave. Let things slip.
It's gonna be a brawl. We lock in for another OT half. Fake Natty can still win it. They need to have a flawless T side though. And I think Neck is towards the last, and that last OT, he was getting zeroed in by Wonderful over to the A site. Will it be more of the same? It truly is a clash. It's a bit of an unfair clash. Wonderful has the op in most of these rounds. Neck is just working with first bullet headshots. What's better? Speak of the devil, flying out long. Neck is versus Wonderful going down.
Battle waging once again here.
Dude, look at this. Neck is charging forward like a lunatic, but he's out of utility. Neck is might just be a dead man here. He's tucked away in the corner. Look at this one, Wonderful. He misses!
Oh.
Neck is victorious! And now Cold Zera just waiting for the aggression. Hands out a haircut. And there's 20 to 20 looking very likely. We're in a 3 versus 5.
Neck is... I mean, again, it's
immortal.
just so fun to watch that head-to-head right now. The Clash of the Titans, it felt like in regulation it was Zyphon v Nekis, but now it's Nekis versus the entire team as he continues to deliver no matter who he's fighting.
Oh, but Rawls, wait a minute. Mr. Still very much weird. Rawls is gonna dive into short. Oh no. This 3 versus 5. This insane round. It's gonna get unraveled, isn't it? Zyphon, the big flank. The bomb is dropped
15.
in monster there's no time. This frag from Zyphon has to be instant, and it isn't. Oh my goodness, a 3 versus 5 from Sprout. The flanks on flanks on flanks. And you gotta have your head in your hands here if you're Fake Natty, because Sprout just robbed this one.
What I say was the biggest demon for Fake Natty on the T sides, other than the time, again, man, they make no moves in the 3v5. Everyone just waits patiently until 20 seconds, and that is leaving it too long to the timer right there. That's leaving you open to vulnerabilities. That's leaving you open to gamble stacks, which are very likely here. And the clock cost him again here for another round. How many times has this happened here on the T side with good foundations, but just not the closure that they desire?
And now it's Sprout with 2 map points. And Lotto starts this round on 7 HP. It'd be a darn shame if the efforts of Nekis went to waste. So many rounds he just won single-handedly. Meanwhile, that is a good molly, though. It's going to force a lot of awkwardness here. Players have to flee from Connector, and Nekis again is there to greet them with open arms.
Like ants, they just have to flood into his AK, and there is no escape. There's no relief here from Nekis, even if you win a round that he does some big work in. He's just going to set it right back to another 5v3 and say, hey guys, I've given us another chance here. Let's make it happen this time. Let's make some moves here. And a gamble stack. That's the call towards the A side here. Meanwhile, the bomb heading in towards B. This is good looks out of Fake Natty as they head towards the right direction.
Oh, and a perfect smoke as well to isolate off. Nekis, oh my goodness, he gets another one. He got double swing. He's approaching 40. Entry rifling this guy. And this round will be Fake Natty's. Nade, double nade. But, maybe for the wrong plant spot, unfortunately. This might as well throw your hat into the ring again. Well, actually, I say this, infinite money is not guaranteed. Wonderful only has $100 in the bank account. This has to be a save in overtime, but Fake Natty don't care about their cash. They're going to take that away from you.
He's critically going to be lacking in utility here in some sense, just because he went down there. The rest of his roster can buy him up everything he needs, though, so no big deal in that sense. Nekis, he does it again. I again, like you said, just cannot believe that he is keeping the space throughout the whole series, right? I would have forgiven him if he fallen off in overtime and gotten a little bit frustrated with the fact that they didn't close it out in regulation. I would have forgiven him if he gave up in that last round and didn't find much else in this game when they lost the 3v5. But no, he answers back and puts them in the same spot that they struggled to close out in only a round prior. And now there's one more opportunity here. Only one more in this second overtime, or else we play on for another.
Triple overtime. He's on the line. And you know what, Cole? I don't want it to end.
I don't either, man. Keep on seeing this clash, this head-to-head here. Sprout, they do like themselves a long one. This game drags on and on. No one giving up.
I just don't want to see Nekis' effort go to waste like this. Wonderful opposing him. Always close to 40. Gonna push forward. Shot doesn't connect. And now Zyphon also taking flak. So much damage dealt. Fake Natty, they'll only have 30 seconds to work with.
Time is of essence here once again. They've got great presence here, but they don't have the kills. Coldzera is going to take care of Wonderful.
And Rawls has also been spotted out. He's taking flak. He's taking damage. He ran down next. Zyphon on the site only good for one. Triple overtime is looking like a guarantee. What on earth are we witnessing? Spook. Coming up from Connector. And now spotted out. It's just an information game at this point, and Spook has no chance. He'll walk into Dumau's AK. And tossing, no smoke, no head. Lana removes that. And it's triple OT between Fake Natty and Sprout.
My God. They just don't let up here. Again, I mean, as long as these rosters are splitting 2-1, I think it's just going to keep on rolling. There's just so many hero moments. Like, imagine... You could have seen a complete reversal if the 3v5 was won. We could see Fake Natty finishing the job here, but the hero moments coming through from Zyphon again show up and prove to be impactful. Nekis, if he doesn't find these double openers, could be a completely different story. And all of these players, they have answers as soon as their back gets put to the wall. The most unbelievable portion
of this game is Nekis is still maintaining 100 ADR as a rifler pushing into overtime. That is just unbelievable heavy lifting. To put it in perspective, 70 ADR is about the average CS, folks. He's putting in the work of basically a player and a half right now. 40 rounds deep.
His job is to test that A side over and over again. You know, pressure what Wonderful is putting together here, right? And the fact that he has been able to deal with a lot of the right plays here, avoid getting picked by Wonderful when a lot of players struggle in that front. It's absolutely incredible here. He's even found
his job is to die to the op.
A flash out up here. This is perfect.
An anti-flash, though. A good opener. Nekis. Oh my goodness. Another first bullet headshot, even though Zyphon was prepared for it. Wonderful trades. He's locked in. Wonderful just can't escape. NQZ's got him locked in. Nekis is, again, just getting traded. He gets his kill. Everything just works for this man.
It's a space taking right there. Nekis ends up favoring him here. Raw's going to sneak his way inside the smoke. But this shows signs of desperation. 25 seconds, so this play might be exactly what he needs. It's going to buy time down to the 20th, and the bomb dropped.
But immediately traded. Dumao on lock. Spook tucks away towards truck. Sole defender. Molly not quite spreading out. And he gets the first. The Molly's off the mark. Spook gets another. NQZ misses. No time on the clock. Somehow, someway, Sprout pick up this one, and NQZ's dead after time.
Absolutely incredible right there. Again, I mean, it's just what feels like the panic and the timer costing them, again, with massive frags coming through here. Able to play around that truck with the Molotov. Able to play around the flashes there, avoiding that utility. It's going to be 22 locked in for Sprout. There's so many hero moments in this game that you just wouldn't believe. Absolutely electric right now. This is just map 1 as well. We have at least one more in us, if not 2. As this series wages on here, Zyphon getting aggressive on that A side and does deal with the Titan of Nekis early.
Finally down, but NQZ is cutting the fallback off. Zyphon looking to stand his ground. How will Fake Natty react? They want to fight. They want to brawl. Gold Zero, though, dealt with by Wonderful. NQZ will trade at least one back as Zyphon tries to reposition. But Sprout are happy with this. So what's the play? What moves are we going to make? 50 seconds. Again, a clock. It's just being squeezed right now by Fake Natty. Every single round they run it down to the wire, and it's cost them so many times. Three down con.
Try this last ditch effort towards the B side, but man, do they have a tough nut to crack here. And they've just got that little smoke down to just provide further coverage here. Oh, but a swing!
Great kill onto Tossin. Spook, though, is still inside of Pit, but an amazing trade from Lotto. NQZ, though, the coverage is very awkward, and a missed shot is going to come down to a clutch here. For the young Fake Natty offer. Makes his way around. Fled the scene. I'm short. Now posts up onto the site. Both players make their way in. Bit of a shadow advantage available. Stops the diffuser, though, and Rawls wasn't ready to trade. But a missed shot from NQZ again. And it's going to be Sprout taking a 2-round lead.
Oh my god, a missed opportunity here. The Oppers in the latest stages of these games right now, struggling to close. Fake Natty given a chance there. QZ again, frustration has to be setting in as we continue to just labor on in this head-to-head.
This is the point where Sprout can pull ahead. This is the moment as the CT side can seize and just establish a flawless half, and what would in essence perhaps put Fake Natty out of the game, put them one mistake away from the end of this map. Zyphon aggressive again, but he's gonna get cleared easily. NQC still full of confidence, picks up the op again and delivers an opener.
So a little bit of a chance at an instant redemption there, and especially if it's onto Zyphon here. So as a relief among the camp, but they still have more work to do here, and there's more aggression coming through on the CT side.
Smoke's gonna fade. Colzera's about to be in a crossfire, or just walks through right into Wonderful. Look at the stack. Still 3 players in bathrooms. But Nekis is fearless. Oh, sees the barrel of Rawls. Take your sweet time, or maybe not. AQZ pushes forward and gets deleted. Lotto on the other side of the map deals with the anchor. Nekis. Oh, he's gonna, of course, instantly headshot Wonderful. This man is on lock right now as he gets another triple to keep Fake Natty up on the board. This guy just can't stop.
Not a performance like this right now. He's not going to give up on this map. He is fighting for his team's life on this map right now. He will not budge whatsoever. Again, like you said, this was Sprout's opportunity right here to close out a sweep on the CT side, and it has been denied.
I mean, this man he's more than a hero. He's just divine. He's supposed to be dead. He faces off the whole A defense on his own and deals with them all. We get to see it from Nekis' perspective, but this kill on the Wonderful erased instantly. And that just lands the spray onto the next. They can't. Sprout have yet to find a way to consistently kill this man. And oh wow, that 5-man boost could have killed Dumao as he dropped out of heaven. But that's a different reality.
Another story that we're talking about here, not the one that we live in. We still got ourselves an even 5v5, and we got Lotto getting aggressive, trying to take some map control. Doesn't really spot too much, but you can tell the confidence is there in his aggression there. Everybody over and towards playground right now. Not looking to have too much fun though. Nothing but strict business here for Sprout as they take this long control. They're going to go head to head here again, and QZ with his op has chances to strike, but flashed off the line. And he knows better to re-peek into what could be possibly Wonderful right around that corner.
So it's just time to post up. It's also Sprout's turn to really juice the clock here. 45. On this off angle from Lotto. It doesn't work. It's just a dink. NQZ, though, will beat Wonderful on the angle and gets more information. He just wants to put up the hold. You see him wanting to fight, but he'll get op down. Spook picks up the op and Tossin finds the entry. Once again, we're looking at Sprout at map point. Dumao, that nade is not going to stop the plant. Smoke will fade. But a new one established. This is Sprout on that point.
Gonna readjust here his sails towards bank now. Making his move out soon. They're not giving him a fight.
Oh, or maybe they are for just a moment. Ronald swings out for the headshot. So Fake Natty have to win these next 2 in a row in overtime number 3 to push us to quadruple overtime.
Oh, keep him coming, sure. Why not? But that's going to mean that Fake Natty have to dig deep right now, right? Cannot afford any mistakes. No more errors, no more struggles on these bomb site defenses right there. Sprout threw some great execution, and not a lot you can do against it. They're going to go for the booster once more. Not executed flawlessly, but I don't think there was real opportunity anyways. Run boost or no? Just cold taking a peek. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That is catastrophic. The nade plus spam. Goldzera stands on the landmine.
Down early, watching from the sidelines now as the rest of his roster fights for dear life in this series.
Angle again. NQZ has beat Wonderful twice in a row.
Huge relief. They're going to move back in towards this long side, but look who's set up for that fake. Natty in the right position, and none other than Nekes to deliver here. Here's the footsteps.
Massive off angle too. Spook. Oh, he finally misses, but two players backs turn. No, Auto could not connect. And that's to just be the map. A massive fight here from Fake Natty. But nothing to report. Flash this guy. Dumao will just jump into flame on 4 HP. Zyphon did not spot him. NQZ just in an impossible clutch. He'll drop a smoke maybe to buy him some space. And sure, the only thing he has on his side is time. But it doesn't matter. Can't see his opponent. It's Sprout who finally, in triple overtime, take the map.
Unbelievable right there. You could tell it just fell from their fingertips as they run out of gas late into overtime. It's a tough way to go out. There's absolutely no question about it there. Fake Natty had an opportunity in regulation up against what was Deagles, a couple of Hero A1Ss, and that was about all. And it didn't go their way. It ends up going into a triple overtime with Nekes putting on a masterclass, and it wasn't enough versus Sprout. And how often is that the case with Sprout right now?
It's so tragic to see that kind of performance go down the drain, but you had two players from Sprout equalizing on that front. You had Zyphon and Wonderful, especially Tossin when it came down to overtime as well. There were extra elements that were bubbling up from Sprout that allowed them to push this one over the line.
That's a huge underrated factor right there is Towson in that overtime performance completely flipped the scripts there. The roster was able to buy him enough time to actually get activated, which I think is so promising here because he was very much so struggling on that first half. He was getting identified and targeted so often right there, and now in overtime he was able to offer up redemption, big impact on that T side and which he was struggling with in the first half as well. So I really like that he was able to even get himself some redemption, and of course, yeah, commiserations to Nekes in that map for putting on that sort of performance, but still more to look forward to, I guess, if you're Fake Natty, knowing that that was your opponent's map pick.
Yeah, next up is Inferno. It's the pick of Fake Natty. Surely there's a bit more confidence there. If Nekes can keep up his form, it could just be a dominant one. We don't know, though. Sprout coming in with some confidence, so we'll be after a break. We'll see how these two teams match up on Inferno.
A very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move. One push. One touch. One love. One click. One X-bet.
You look into your inventory and there's only... It's time to forget about this garbage. Here you will find everything to play with really cool skins. Open top cases. Upgrade dropped skins and turn your junk into a cool gun using the contract system. Every day, thousands of people upgrade their inventory with us. Hellcase.com. Look at yourself in a new way.
Watch the matches with bo3.gg, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with bo3.gg.
Well, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
Map number 1 might just burn the whole house down, as it took 47 rounds to find a winner, and it was Sprout just at the end of it. We saw new players rise up and take the reins, while Nekiz was just busy fragging no matter the situation. A shame his efforts didn't go. Oh, they did go in vain. They didn't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some way to put this together. They didn't work. I think that one works pretty well here, Cole. Now we move over to Inferno, and we have to see if he can keep it up.
Well, what they did work for was a lot of entertainment value there. Luckily for us, we got a great viewer experience out of that. It's gonna be tough to top that here between the competitive nature that map gave and the battle of like hero moments there that was delivered. But we'll see if they can. Of course, Fake Natty, they're gonna be hopping into their map pick, and we should be hopping into that action right now.
So let's put those stats into perspective. Nekiz showed up to that map, dropped 44 kills. But not only that, he maintained 100 ADR. Okay, 99.1 for all you nerds out there. But 100 ADR, basically putting his entries, you know, everything else working out. Now we have a little bit of a mid-pop here for Fake Natty. And Tossin lucky to even get one. He's facing off against 5 players there. We'll hold on for just a moment.
We'll get a bit of a pause in the action here. Surprised to see those 1x bet odds there swing so strongly in favor of Sprout. Not much faith here. The Fake Natty's Inferno. We'll see if they can deliver. So far in the pistol, not getting much ground here. Already getting dropped down. Low numbers here. 2v4. They are walking into the stack here. Walking into the meat grinder. And Nekiz, try as you might, my friend. Again, his efforts starting this round off will go in vain.
He got the opener. He got the trade kill top mid. Maintaining 100 ADR. That is the benchmark he has to hit. But Sprout have the crossfires. They have all the setups in place. And they get that across the line. I love this, though. I love this from Fake Natty. None of this full eco nonsense. Tech 9 Force. Let's go.
I do, too. I do enjoy a good force buy here. Not a big fan of those Glock rounds, but that's a confident start here. Wonderful actually probably getting some information as to the investment as well. But he has to run away.
Oh, Tech 9s while chasing down on the reload. And Nekiz, of course, is going to be there for the trade. Keeping that 100 ADR tally. Up top, but Dumao, hold on, makes the cross. But Spook realizes that something's amiss. Excellent awareness. Auto. One headshot. 1v1 now on the site. Spook does need to be prepared, but I love this from Spook. Being proactive, making sure Lotto can't get any backstabs going. And I don't think it's shot in the back here, Lotto. Spook will put together a two-piece and silence that force.
Really nice shot there on the fly from Lotto. Good work from Nekas, keeping his impact on up, but we'll see 2-0 kickoff here. And likely a 3-0. Now we get the full Glock round. Just a little bit delayed. Fake Natty, they don't get much ground there on their force buy. Fortunately for them. I say full Glock round. They actually do bring a lot of firepower into this one. A lot of Deagles. Some Tech 9s here, so we'll see what sort of damage they can do. These rounds actually can be deceptively difficult if you give them fights that they're looking for.
Lotto on patrol. Let's see it. Or maybe not. Wonderful. Again, this is the OP charity fund that is being built up right here. No, we didn't get this.
All you have to do is place their donations.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Get some write-offs going.
Straight to the write-offs, Theo. You're just always about that business, huh?
Yeah, I only think money is the only thing that's on my mind, Cole.
Nothing but the bag. Same with Wonderful.
Come on now, come on now. Oh no, that poor chicken, just a casualty.
Caught in the crossfire.
Tragic. That is the nature of Counter-Strike. We think of the players all the time, but we don't think of the environment that we affect as we barrage Banana with infinite utility. A Spook. See, they're going to avoid the wonderful charity fund, or maybe they'll give him a chance. Of course, Mech is maintaining 100 ADR. But hold on, the tax collector's coming through. He's flying up Banana right now. In Wonderful, but Charleston's not going to let that plant go down. Wonderful was in hot pursuit. He wanted his extra $600, but approaching 7K, he'll be happy with it.
I think he tossed that A1S out as well, so he should be buying into an op. You just love that they're going to set him up here at the beginning of the game. Give him all the tools that he needs to thrive here on the CT side immediately. Out of the gates, AWP for the first gun round. That fake Natty are going to have to deal with. And you know what? They also have to deal with a player who's 6-1, right? That's not fun either. When you click tab and you see that you're playing a good game so far, even if it's pistols, even if it's ecos, all of it can build some confidence here for a player like Wonderful, who can then use that to snowball his playmaking.
Definitely a barrage down Banana. Rawls is going to slide into the corner. Lock into place. Question is whether they... I think Wonderful's on an op right now. You have to come into this round with a bit of suspicion that be on the board. No dry peeking allowed. Great nade, though. Because we'll start this round on half HP. And again, fake Natty. The clock might just be their enemy again if they keep waffling around.
Forced out by the Molotov there. Like you said here, that's a quick reminder of the struggles and the labors of this T side. Largely battling up what is their greater enemy and the clock as well. Trying to sell a fake on this B side here. Could feel a little bit empty-handed. No rotate sold. They're going to commit themselves on this A defense. They've got 3 players to take down in 20 seconds to do it.
And still a molly available for 2 players. Like, look at this. One to the apartments. One goes into lane. There has to be the extinguish. A good flashbang, but Zyphon recovers. He comes away with a double kill. The round's over. We've seen so many of these rounds from fake Natty. And it's going to continue here on Inferno.
I just feel like that clock acts as a 6-man over and over against them, and it makes their job of having very sharp individuals, very good players, a lot more difficult. If you're rushing into a site, you're not able to clear these corners as effectively. Look at Siphon just knocking down some pins there. Look at the utility that they have to break past. They're not even worry about spooking this one way in the smoke, and oh, the job made so easy. It looks so good for Sprout on the defense. That's your first gun round, and it's still that same issue. Again, that clock is a serious problem here for Fake Natty.
Dink early will certainly help. A definitive problem. I mean, the whole point of running the clock down is to siphon out utility from the defenders. And then at that point, everyone's taking dry fights, and you're trusting... And I do believe that Fake Natty have the better individuals, the stronger aim at the moment. I mean, well, with what we just saw with Neckage in that previous map, yeah, I'll agree with that strategy. But Sprout had 2 mollies with 20 seconds left.
You gotta force some util out, right? You gotta be poking and prodding a little bit more, maybe, to establish that map control a little bit quicker. Throw a little bit more emphasis at the start of these rounds here. But I think that's just Sprout reading into the style here, Fake Natty, at this point. They're not gonna get their utility baited out at all. The shot gets baited out off the flash, but it's still neck is down early.
Oh, this smoke? Oh, I thought he was nasty, but said we're going to play inside of it. Running through, though, right into the Tech 9 of Cold Zera. AK gifted over 3v4. And look at this. NQZ is going to try and make it happen with the Tech 9, but immediately traded. Going in for the wide swing with the picked up AK. Dumao, though, here's a reload. Gets it close with the Tech 9, but couldn't land the headshot. It's Cold Zera. 1v3 from the back of the B site. This is a very difficult place to make your 1v3 happen. He has to get an instant double kill. And that molly, oh, it spreads to him. He has to tuck away in the corner, dodge the flash, and that's not going to work. 5-0 start for Sprout.
Very diligent in that 1v3. They don't make it easy, right? They know who they're up against. And Cold, no matter if he's had a little bit of a strugglesome individual first map, the way that they were able to fully flush him out right into the hands there, use that extra utility, fantastic work. And not a bad little... bit of ground being gained from Fake Natty. It was a good execute. But it only gives them a couple kills and a bomb plant here. This time around, all tools at their disposal, though. Max loss bonus. AWP in hand for NQZ. We'll see if this can get them a little bit more forward.
I know Wonderful has been pretty passive with the... As I say that... Do not give in to the demons. No, there's an angel on your right shoulder and the devil on the other. Peek, don't peek. Peek down mid, you'll hit the shot. Fighting back against the urges here, though, it's Dumao. Leaping forward, Spook will wild spray for the trade. It's just classic banana fights at this rate.
Oh,
and it almost gets more damage.
Cold Zera goes down low. Doesn't break down, though. Just pushes past that smoke with less HP to work off of, but Towson not moving an inch. He's going to stand tall here. Has Spook close by. It's a really interesting B setup right now. But as they continue to flash forward, it's not going to sell anything. It's not going to bring any presence here. Cold Zera going to post up all the while. This might be perfect. He hears this rotate off, right? He heard the footsteps bail out.
Maybe he didn't. Doesn't seem like there's a reaction.
They're completely gambling on this A side. Completely.
And they're not going to bail out. Inside the arch lane. Instant headshot for the first. Neckage trades one back and, there's a problem. Towson very much out of position and NQZ wins that duel. And this bomb's going to get planted.
That fight right there saves him. If NQZ had dropped with bomb right there, there's actual time for them to rotate on over, but without it, if NQZ wins, he gets to mosey his way on over. Take all the time you want onto that bomb site, because it's empty. There's no pressure, there's no worries. The bomb gets planted. Fake Natty get on the board. There's a little bit of a risky gamble, I will say. Could have maybe at least left one player on that bomb site, but in doing so, Sprout gonna give over just a single round and still keep that AWP rolling. Siphon still has his A4 as well.
Even though Sprout came through with the right call, and Spook even came up with the double kill, just barely off the mark. Again, Neck is first bullet headshots for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, he's 4 and 5 right now, but I think he still maintains the same individual form. He's not, you know, he's not turning water to wine or anything like that, but he's winning every single fair fight he's got.
That should be enough, in theory. Some nice fights there. QZ flash off the angle, not getting his chance to sing with that AWP just yet. Great utility usage to keep them at bay right now. They're quickly moving towards brackets. A little bit of a pace on this one, more so than usual. They're going to meet Wonderful on the head-to-head, though.
Again, the angel and devil on your shoulder. Peek. Don't peek.
You gotta listen to both sometimes.
That's,
you know, sometimes
that's called jiggle peeking.
Yeah. Sometimes it's best to get a little aggressive. Make yourself a little bit less readable. Sometimes you do just want to post up here. Wonderful. He's usually good for these sort of tripwire shots, and it's a tough angle to flash here, so he's in a good position. Great smoke grenade as well to help Siphon on this defense. They're baiting out the utility that they need to, and they've won the opening duel as well.
First bullet every time. First bullet every time. Rawls is going to reposition in towards library.
And towards
once again, Rawls does hear the movement, but he's going to out of library and get a backstab going. There's the first and the bomb. There you go, Rawls. 10 seconds again. There's just no time. 5, 4. There's time. Doesn't stop the planter, though.
What?
And now there's a round.
He didn't kill the bomb planter. You've got to be kidding me. What great coverage from fake Natty. And now we have a round on our hands here. Long rotates. Siphon still just inching his way up Banana. Meanwhile, Wonderful has a fight on multiple fronts now with deep positions and coffins.
There's no time. Siphon is still bottom Banana right. They're saving.
No way.
It's a save. Neck is doing a jump spot. He's dead. Dumal might be just up next. Either that or he's dead to the bombs. Pick your poison. I'll die to Wonderful instead and give over a whopping $100. A fake Natty just get away with robbery there.
Spook gonna be wishing he had that one back. That's for sure. Neck is with the opener. This is it right here. This has got to be it right there. It's got to be the round. And it's not. Fake Natty make a miracle of that one.
Last second. Last second on the plant there. And Spook has got to be kicking himself. He's playing well. Like, again, 9 and 4 right now. He's getting activated. He's in the right positions. He's winning a lot of his fights. But target selection.
Yeah, it's a tough round to let slip here, but you can shake it off. You know you did a lot of damage. All 5 players on Fake Natty went down that last round, so win the very next, and you're in a good state. Last man perfectly placed on a Wonderful, and the smokes are going to bloom. He wants to fight further. But again, flashed off. Great utility usage here from Fake Natty.
There's only 2 players isolated in the site. Oh, and Neck is again. First bullet headshots every single time. Traded out by Tossin, but there's no surviving this. Neck does not stop. He is not let up from that previous map. And it's save time.
He's going to do this for a whole series, isn't he, man? He just jiggle pre-firing. Doesn't even know that there's a player in mini pit, but knows there's a possibility that he could be there, and turns that corner. I'm sure that Zyphon doesn't even know what hit him, to be honest with you. Has no idea what knocked him out of the server. But it's that same guy from last map. He didn't change. He didn't drop off. He was in between maps just hitting the DMs right there, because he has just kept his performance not dropping off a single bit, man.
He's just in the zone. And that entry is so important.
See it again. Bang.
First,
Bang.
he gets the spot and then zaps him on the second. Just incessant headshots from Nekiz right there. What can you do? Sprout?
I feel like on Raps as well, you're in pit right there. That's like a very difficult position to deal with. I have seen so many teams not find that kill as quick as Nekiz has and lose a round even if there's only a 2-man setup.
I mean, mini pit is the position you want to play from. There's no better position for anyone there. Bit of a messier early round there for Fake Natty as Doomau goes down to 15. For a peek here, NQZ's been the more aggressive of the two offers. But has somehow had less fights.
Love duels for them to take here. Nekiz definitely creating a lot of chaos right now. Again, doing a good job of baiting out that utility. That time he's not great though for Lotto, although he gets it the second time around.
Alright, insta swing. Again, this Fake Natty team is just full of first bullet headshots, and there's a double from Lotto that just completely ruins his A-side defense. And to say the least here, Cole, Rawls is in some trouble. Inside of pit, has to deal with Graveyard. Looking up top, Coldzera will be his first victim, but immediately traded, and that's the bomb plant and a save to follow up. 4 rounds straight for Fake Natty.
1 round breaking through, and ever since then, they've just not looked back. Some missed opportunities as well from Sprout. Got to be haunting them, and Fake Natty delivering on this T side. It's absolutely huge. Saving constantly here. Wonderful. He's 10-1 right now. He's... I can't lie, not getting too many shots off.
Yeah.
This is again very similar, and you know, despite his good start, he got a lot of early eco kills in that 0 to 5 spree. A lot of you know, farming the eeks, right? So as soon as he's got this op out, Fake Natty have been nullifying him very effectively. Flashes thrown his way consistently. Avoidance straight up, and he has been left to save so many times in these last 4 rounds now. And it's the exact same Fake Natty that was able to dominate over OG that's being displayed right now as of recent.
Yeah, Regali didn't, on OG, Regali didn't fire a bullet for most of Anubis CT side.
It was 8 rounds in a row. He did not die, had an op, and did not shoot it once. 8 rounds.
He shot it. I remember he shot it once at like the end of a round when hunting for exits. But yeah, the stat for not shooting it is still like 4 rounds in a row. And in a game about shooting guns and taking down your opponents, that's a long time. Oh, Spook is in some trouble. Does get away in time. Has support in the form of Rawls, so he'll survive. Fake Natty are putting on the pressure, and Doomau, between the mollies, is just hard entering. He's sending himself into the site, and he doesn't go down trying to jump above. Rouse, no success. It's looking to be a lockout here, but wonderful. Sniping the cross, picks off Coldzera, and Lotto, low HP on that plant. Tossin as well adds to the madness, pushing past the smoke too on the FAMAS. 2v3 though, and a lull in the action. Draws Lotto forward, and he hits the headshot. 21 HP. Smoke to the corridor, and we're going the other way.
But Siphon hasn't budged. You still have to deal with him here. They probably think he's up banana right now, right? But no, he's on the 8 bomb site, man. You're not going to expect this.
Oh, this is such a deadly position. This is the last place they expect Siphon to be in. But gun out for NQZ.
My God.
Hits the quick scope and saves the round. Bomb plant in. Wonderful. Come on, man. You got to toss your hat into the ring. Again, don't save any longer. It's 1 deagle bullet for each player.
Seems like he knows this as well. He's got his sidearm out. He needs to land some quick kills here. Time is ticking against him. There's no utility at all.
He's just going to have to sneak forward, take the fights. Lotto. He's holding. Now you have to wonder, where are my opponents? Back of the site. Lotto, barrel spotted. There's the first. Now, wonderful. Where is his next opponent? NQZ hiding up in the apartment's balcony, and this is just simply undoable. I don't think he's even going to survive to the bomb or NQZ. God. This guy is fast, and he gets sent flying off the map.
Right out the window with you, but hey, worth the kill there. Even worth just taking down Wonderful right there, not allowing for the save to come on through. And what a shot it was to get there here. Taliesin doing his best to work. I gotta see this quick scope here. Look at this preparation. I thought it was done for. I thought Siphon had that one wrapped up, but not quite. And it's 5 in a row. Fake Natty could also take the lead now.
Just Desert Eagles. For Sprout, Fake Natty are up on the board. Got a minute 30. But look, we have to keep an eye on that clock. Is what I'm saying. Because I think we're going to see another slow grind of a round here. Just methodical control. Got to this, Dumao.
Ouch. Scrape there on his way out. Like you said here, it's slow and methodical. I kind of like this way more up against the pistols than I do against the rifles. Just to not walk into any sort of gambled up stacks here. We got 2 HEs here. I feel like this is for one of those plays, if they take the sight, you can bounce it off that CT wall. No, they're just going to straight up throw it right now. Now it takes another little bit of chip damage. Not concerned.
Working up, and once again, 30 seconds. Less than that. Oh, but Nekiz is just unbelievable right now. Cole, can you tell me what you're supposed to do? I'm not sure you're supposed to do much. But hold on, wait a minute. Time is a problem again. The bomb's on the floor right now. And Siphon is staying alive. He's gotten another. Bomb's getting planted safely, however. And Siphon is still a problem as Spook get dropped by Dumao. I think this madness might end. It's a 1v2 for Siphon, and time is actually beginning to tick against him. No kit. And no fights being given here by Coldzera. Isolated duels are available, however. And Siphon clearing corners. There's the first, but there's no time. He has to full stick. Dumao gonna send himself flying forward and hand him a headshot. Fake Natty with 6 straight.
My God. It's a sick way to close things out from Dumao. Again, the timer looks to have cost them right there, but they're able to land those late kills. And as much as we say it's going to cost them, somehow they're managing to thrive in this chaos. So maybe we can chalk this up to being well drilled here on this map. Maybe we can chalk it up to Nekiz again being an absolute beast. Who's to say? What matters the most is that Fake Natty have not looked back once they've started to win rounds here.
Madness at top banana. Spook above the smokes. Dumao just going for these relentless openers himself. And honestly, a change in branding here from Dumao. And, well, Lotto staying more of the same. Headshot machine. And Siphon in trouble. Again, double mollies into pit. Well, they were both extinguished, but the relentless flashbangs and the likes will force him out. Wonderful. No shots fired, or at least no shots connected, as Fake Natty now with 7 straight and yet another save.
He's still 5 and 30 right there. Yeah, they don't give him an opportunity to strike with that AWP. Fake Natty given some range here. Fast plays, slow plays. They've got the whole book here on Inferno written and established, and you can see it, man. Everyone able to flood on in right there. You can see the flashes chained so that poor Zyphon can find nothing inside the pit right there. He's trying his best to strike you. He has the right smoke, right? He's doing the right plays. But when you're getting chain flashed like that, Nekas is chasing you down. There's no way you're getting out with safety. And Fake Natty, they've got so much momentum to back them up right now.
Yeah, and once again, Wonderful is not at the scene of a lot of these plays. We're seeing him save on B like 90% of these rounds. He's gone for one singular 1v2, but time ticked too low and he couldn't find a chance to get even on the defuse. Like, Wonderful needs to get activated. We need rounds here. Only 3 deaths. Kind of paints the picture.
Yeah, I mean, had some impact in that 0-5 run with some ecos. Some good work there, but like you said, impact is required right now. That's credit to what Fake Natty have been able to do so far. They are avoiding the op like the plague on maps that they feel very comfortable and confident on. That's a strong suit of them. Nubis was one of those maps. Inferno certainly add that to the list now. They just can't and will not give them an avenue to work with here. Poor Wonderful, he wants to set himself up here, but still even now gets a chance versus a head-to-head.
NQC's beat him on these peaks every single time as well, but that's Wonderful changing the narrative.
The amount of depth that goes into that fight right there is incredible. He threw a molly from his teammate before he swings. I imagine that just throws a little bit of confusion into NQC. It adds another tick to his required holding of the angle. And that extra second, Wonderful capitalizes on. That's an aggressive play called out. It ends up giving them what is a rare man advantage now and something they've desperately needed here for Sprout.
Dumao, not unfamiliar with the op, though. Wonderful is here. Spook tucks away in the corner. Wonderful deals with Cold Zera, and Nekas doesn't even get a chance to get his gun out for the first bullet entries that we've seen him, and we know him so well for.
And dive back here towards middle. There's a weird gap over towards the B side, or A side, right? Zyphon gonna clear that up with ease. A little bit scary there. Zyphon, he was the only one really in between them and the A bomb site there, and he just straight up finds 2 kills. So a little bit of relief here for Sprout. And again, as we mentioned and as we called upon here, it's Wonderful that had to deliver in that sense, and deliver he does.
Yeah, opener and a follow-up kill to assist in the play. I think he might have taken down Cold Zera going for the jump spot. I don't think he actually peeked around the corner that particular round. Wonderful's going to make himself at home again on Banana. Dumao's still back here with, relentless aggression. Tolson very lucky to be alive. Oh, these jump spots. But look at it's bait. It's bait. I think Spook realizes that some player could be close from Banana, or maybe it's not, because Wonderful also has nades out. Dumao is in with a massive opportunity. A great flash from Cold Zera to assist. And Wonderful's in some serious trouble if he sticks around behind the smoke. Bullets whizzing. Sprout lucky just to be down a single player.
They got to make their little exit there as well. Battle of Banana does not favor the CTs on this occasion. Now, poor old Wonderful. He's going to be met with the barrage, the execution of this Fake Natty roster. Everyone joining forces here and ready to go. Good news, though. He's going to get at least one player rotated over. Towson has made his move and has a smoke, but he's not going to throw it down. Instead, they're going to just execute already in.
Finding out the angle. The first kill is there for Wonderful. Tossin also helps out despite the low HP. Wonderful in trouble though. Doesn't get CSGO'd by that molly though, so he stays alive for a second longer. Buys time for Rawls to get so much damage through that smoke. A kill and a half. That nade on the Tossin will send him to the spectator
They're
deck.
faking.
It's a fake plant though. Doesn't matter. Doom out. Playing with Rawls, but Zyphon delivers on the flank. Non-stop action here leads a 1v1. Molly, nade, combo right onto Dumao. Goes for the swing anyways and takes him down with the AK. We'll get that up, get that defuse, and we're equals.
Oh, that's actually just such a sick Molly nade combo right there from Zyphon. Not even necessary when he lands the AK, the rifle work, but a sick way to close out that clutch. And that's just a chaotic round right there. It doesn't end up favoring Fake Natty roster, but it still put them in a good position. And despite how hard Sprout were willing to fight for that, it still comes down to them falling short in a 2v1. That's understandable. Zyphon was so quick on the flank. Fake Natty let that round slip here, but they've still got themselves a firm foundation in this half, and they still have the wind in their sails. But if Sprout win this last one, that momentum will certainly be quieted.
Shoulder was spotted, but Wonderful doesn't want to stick around and find out what's going on in alt middle. Oh, we're going to get an apartments pop. Zyphon with a full belt of utility, but I think this is a timing where he might pull some pins. It's going to really hurt. Neck is, or he's just going to... Again, the entry frags from this man are just unbelievable. What can you do?
That is devastating right there. Because I don't think it can stop this man here. You're going to go for the old retake right now. Last round of half, you might as well give it a shot here, or else it's just bleeding HP right now. They've got an A-side retake that they have to get done.
I mean, a lot of utility, at least for the CT side, but if anyone knows how A-side retakes go, this is why teams typically save, because this is the impossibility that retaking the A-site is. 3 consecutive kills for Fake Natty, not a single one back for Sprout, as it'll be a flawless finish to the first half.
Fantastic work there from Fake Natty. Closing things off with the edge in their favor. Give themselves 8 rounds here on this T side and show some real force in this one. That gives a continuation of dominance in this series. Despite being down a map, did not let that haunt them at all. Did not let that linger. That frustration of playing so well and then still not being rewarded for it. He just picks up his rifle and does it in the very next game.
It's almost comical how consistent his opening kills are. 4-1 right now. And it's all been first bullet headshots only. And that's like straight opening kills. We haven't even talked about site entries.
Yeah.
In like,
he finds the opening pick and then he makes it 2 more. Things like that. I'll guarantee you a round, that's for sure. Pistol though. Only guarantee here is we're going to have a good time with the dualies.
I want to be a bit more patient on those shots because it'll be an easy trade, and Tossin will nicely equip himself. Oh my goodness, it's Nekis. And yeah, you gave him a one-shot headshot weapon. Yeah, welcome to the pistol round, folks. That's another double kill for Nekis.
This guy's out of his mind right now, dude. Looks to look easy on the defense. Doesn't even look scared that if he goes down, he's lost the A bomb site. He just swings in towards the A side of things and takes another fight, wins it. It's nothing but pure confidence out of this individual here in Rouse. Taking the dualies. And that does not leave him in a good spot here. 9 on the board here for Fake Natty as they look to continue their CT side performance. I don't know what to do about that.
Sit down after that one, my friends. Sit down, Zyphon. Yep. I ask the question every single time. What are you supposed to do? Can't really beat that one. I want to see his headshot percentage after this map. surprisingly on Overpass wasn't crazy high. We need a stat check after this.
I feel like we haven't not hit a headshot now for the second map.
Yeah.
Put it in the pistol there. Like you said, it's just a dream when your opponent doesn't have head armor and your name is Neckis. Got themselves a little boost up here. Ooh, not the silent dismount that they were hoping for. They've got a player on top of triple, and Neckis is going to take that first contact. You got to take down the Titan first.
Is he going to take first contact? I think he'll leave it to Lotto and try and put a bit of an off swing. Molly doesn't burn upwards to the boost. So Lotto will be sitting pretty here. Oh, but a great flashbang. Neckis will take first contact. Surprise! There's a double. Make it 3. We can't leave this guy. We just gotta be Neckis cam. Unfortunately, eventually he didn't have head armor, so he gets headshotted. But he gets a triple kill, so who cares?
Yeah, and even NQZ got an MP9, picks up the A4, so extra cash flow rolling. Looked like it could have been a pretty threatening, it looked like it could have been a threatening execution if they had stuck to the game plan of the first contact being taken by Lotto, because he was so very blind, but Neckis knew he needed to step out there a little bit when his teammate got flashed. He starts to disrupt that setup and absolutely executes there. I mean, that's just flawless. On the fly Counter-Strike right there. Quick communications.
And just armorless pistols. Zoom out to have some fun, as they say. Eco frags coming his way. Does get deked through the smoke, but 2 for 1 and the cash. No gap in that smoke. Crowd are gonna move on past it. Up close, NQZ. Oh, Thompson just turns around. I think we're just gonna see this anti-eco cool on down. I think Neckis didn't get as many body shots, or at least as many headshots as he did during that 3K spray down. Might have hurt the overall headshot percentage there. Reeling after that one.
Yeah, that's tough. Bringing the stats
I think
down.
he had one. I think he had 1 body shot kill during that whole time, so that's really unfortunate. I mean, there is nothing like opening tab and clicking the headshot percentage. Switching stats and looking at your headshot percentages, so it's like, yeah, I'm fragging.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you have like 2 frags and both of them are headshots, it's one stat you can at least look forward to looking at.
That's me for real.
100%, baby.
And Gizzy off and down tossing. You know, you gotta look on the bright side of things.
Everything is a silver lining, that's for sure. It's a 1-for-1 trade, though. Ourselves a 4v4 here. Still a lot of presence on this beast. Siphon could change that. Quick kill on the NQZ. Deals with the Opper. Forces the utility out of Neckis. Is switching things up.
No, don't pick up the op.
Yeah, true. There goes the headshot percentage down the drain. He's getting no help on this A side, though, it feels like.
I honestly wouldn't even want the op in this position. Crazy as that is. Apartments is about to be a major weakness. 30 seconds. Sprout about to be filing out. And to the horror of Neckis, does not have a weapon that's good at hitting headshots. Spook will go down, but here it comes. Flying out the apartments. Yep. Doom stares him right in the face.
Oh, scary look right there at Arouse as well. He didn't shoot the op for less headshot percentage.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That's why he took out his knife. He's like, I can't hit the headshots on these guys. You got me.
Perfect identification of weakness, though, for Sprout. That was the best possible avenue of approach to win a round, for sure.
Yep. Perfection. As well. Truly was a to be continued moment. As he hears the footsteps coming out of apartments, like, oh, I'm in danger. That was a JoJo reference. You're not an anime watcher. I know that.
No.
I know that, Cole.
Not quite. But I know the little, like, beat that you're talking about, and I wish I could do it for moments like these.
Yeah, let's not give that one a go.
No, I can't. It's too advanced. I know my game. I'm familiar with it. I won't apologize.
You do know your Twitter memes, though. You don't watch anime, but you do know your Twitter memes.
Of course.
You're on that. You're on top of that game. I will say that.
A lot easier and less time consuming to stay up to date on Twitter memes.
That is very true. I'll tell you that I watched. Look, maybe there's a couple of One Piece fans in the chat. Maybe there aren't. But look, I watched the first 350 episodes of that show, and it wasn't good.
That's insane that there's that many.
Oh, dude, there's way more than that. I was only like a quarter of the way through the whole series.
Oh my god. That's a little boost at him. But wonderful. Still tags him. And Spook, this crab, I would call that a crab walk on into the bomb site. That's some different entry pathing. Will he keep the crab walk up? No, he waits for the flash, and then he gets the big swing on in. But Lotto still wins the duel.
And now Sprout are second guessing themselves.
There's no way they had the full sight right there. I guess they didn't clear out Noob Box, but that's a sturdy defense right there offered up by Lotto, and it's enough to cause some hesitation.
And it brings them to the full HP AK of Coldzera. Okay, but that's a great start. NQZ gets deleted immediately. And also, Dumao is coming through from the library. Neck is out in the open. Still comes away with a headshot, though. And Coldzera, there's two. And it's disaster for Sprout as Coldzera's AK gets a triple kill. And things can't go right for Sprout.
Oh, man. Coldzera in the perfect position right there. Cold box. Right there in his domain. And able to lock down all the frags. No better spot to do it. As you can see, trying to fight, but here, again, it's his home, and he will strike everyone down. What a headshot to finish it off as well.
And that should just put Fake Natty leagues ahead of their opponents. Sprout have had enough. No more defaulting. We're charging forward, but Neck is not prepared for this pace change. Smoke spam battle. Spook will drop Coldzera. It's NQZ. It has to be him. He's found two so far. He's cut down the numbers for Sprout and made this round doable. But he doesn't want to keep fighting in from the apartments. He's going to give up the game, give up the plant. You go for it.
You already got yourself a lead here. QZ heating up here, but like you've said, the reason we see so many saves is the difficulty of these A-side retakes. Incredibly challenging.
Smoke to mini pit to try and cover off some of the crossfires, but Lotto gets demolished immediately, and the pace change from Sprout pays off. A-site plant up in smoke, and no retake today.
Yeah, that they save onto this AWP here. I think that round is just pure rage release from Sprout, right? As they just barrel it as much as possible, firing squad down through the smoke, and brute force their way through that A bomb site. They're able to let out all their frustration, just a punching bag on that A side of the map.
And unfortunately for Fake Natty, Nekis couldn't get his gun out. Fake Natty are still in with the purchase, of course. Saved AWP. Sprout are looking to do just another rage release here as well. Just silent walk through the smoke. They're about to hit Fake Natty with a bit of a jump scare here on the B side is on the fly, moving in. Zyphon. Flashes are insane, though, from Lotto. Zyphon, no chance to frag back. A massive gap in the CT smoke as well. But Dumouse struggling to convert the kills, and Lotto still hanging out at this first Orange's position. Repositions a new box and able to make his way all the way to Dark. Round the site there for Lotto. A perfect flash as well. The triple kill, the hold here from Fake Natty. The Brazilians loving every second of it. Dawson will come away with a bomb plant. About to swing into the op of NQZ. Waiting patient. 13 rounds for Fake Natty.
I just think a lot of that round come down to the missed CT smoke. That's a huge gap right there put on offer, and it causes so much distraction away from Lotto. He's just able to find so much success. Only one player was really hunting him down on that execute. Everyone else was trying to deal with Dumao and CT Spawn, who is doing a brilliant job of distracting, and there is no relief there for Sprout. There is no release. They just get leveled, and it's a kind of a mistake of their own.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Was there like maybe a Molly extinguish on the edge of the smoke, or did it just straight up miss? I wonder if there are any external factors that affected it. Either way, we can't be missing Inferno CT smokes. And CS2 is coming out next Wednesday. Oh. We're not trying. We're going again, even though you made the evident sound cue. It's not going to work out. Neck is in headshots only, of course, but Zyphon drags 2 kills back, and the advantage for Sprout in this kind of desperation force buy.
Looking to get the continuation of this back and forth here. Spook gonna toss in a fast CT smoke. Time it will land here, but still in the inbound. They peek before it blooms, and that's gonna allow Lotto to again offer up defense. Flash is great, but oh my god, blind through smoke. Wonderful connects.
Yeah, that's a long kill feed there from Wonderful. Just missing the wall bang and the headshot, and we could have something interesting. So a plant. 2v3. A good position from NQZ, but not the straight shot. It goes through the barrels, and Wonderful fires back. Or are we going for an old classic here? This is the NBK. No, you just gotta hide behind the sandbags. It'll work out.
Playing on the opposite side of Fountain, though.
Never mind.
No luck. Double digits here by Sprout. Those saved rifles. And Zyphon stepping up here late into the game. He was big time. Oh, that's a sick shot, man. I mean, again, would have been the right, heroic defensive play there from Lotto. I felt like he was making the right move. But, of course, when you get up through the smoke while flashbang, you got all the right utility. Just got a little bit unlucky there.
Yep, you just lost to a guy who clicked mouse 1 at a certain timing. When I call it the MBK moment, reminds me, I kind of miss the days where you'd be able to, games were just casted and streamed without like a HUD. So you just see like players' profile pictures and all that nonsense. So one like core memory of mine were all of LDLC's profile pictures were like the Spoodermen. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's like Deadpool, Venom, all of that. That was also just an era of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, the Spoodermen. And then the, I guess this is more recent. Little, sports orgs with the dog with the flag. Everyone had that for a while.
Oh, yeah, that one as well.
Good times. Good times.
Good times.
What's next? I feel like you never see people's profile pics anymore because everyone has a HUD, like you said.
Yep.
Takes a little bit of the, edge, out.
There was one thing I remember as well from old NIP. They all had like some sort of I'm not sure if it was like a photo op or anything like that, but they all had it definitely was a photo op where they had them all as like magicians or something like that. Like each person had some sort of like magic themed profile picture where like someone was holding like maybe this is just the Mandela effect where I think something happened and it actually didn't. But this is like 2014, 2015 type stuff. And most people don't know this, but I was I was in elementary school when this was happening. Okay. He doesn't know how to not hit a headshot.
Jesus. Oh, you had that one in the bag on Nick. You gotta secure the bag versus him though. And Sprout starting to eat into this deficit here. Still have a little bit of faith in Fake Natty. Still have a little bit of faith in Fake Natty though to shut things down. Wonderful. He's Zywooing up Banana though. Love this.
There we go. Unfortunately, Zywoo didn't get flashbanged when he made that play.
Yeah, that's the direct result of Zywoo right there. Is that people throw extra flashes that late into the round to stop the aggression. Just keep on adding a flash until Zywoo doesn't level your whole defense.
You know, I do that play at least once every game of Inferno.
Quick donation.
Yes, I'm handed over ops.
Every time you're feeling generous. Wonderful. Doesn't meet anything, though. He doesn't meet any resistance. Towson's working this A side right now with little resources.
Oh, and Nekis also goes down. Towson finds a double entry. I mean, this A site is completely bottled by Sprout. Got him in their hands. What? Oh, re-aggression.
Gonna push
Fake Natty in this. It's gonna hurt. But for who? Is the question. Spook in the close corner. There's one. Doom out. Does get traded. Wonderful finds both kills. And that will be the A site. Cold Zera left to save. Sprout are gonna make this close. Dare we get another overtime in this series?
Didn't know. I wasn't sure if it was going to be able to keep pace. Surely, we weren't going to get a game as wild as the last. But right now, very well might be getting that. This is wild. Either one of these teams letting off the gas right now. It's Towson again, just a delivery out of nowhere. Double kill on that A side. And he's got one extra person helping him out right there, throwing utility, delivering a little bit of extra defensive measures with them, and it's just enough resources that it gets 2 opening picks. Back with some good firepower, and what a time to step up here. It'll close the distance to 1 here. Cold Zero recovers the op, but you know, outside of NQZ having a big impact in this round, we'll very likely see a tied ball game here, 13 all.
Not calling it a tactical, though. At least wanting to think things over. I want to take up an interesting stat so far in this game. Fake Natty overwhelmingly are winning the opening duels, believe it or not. I mean, like maybe it is just a lot of 1-for-1s you talk about, but Nekis has 5 openings. Dumao has 6. And on the side of Sprout, the only player with a good amount of opening kills is Wonderful with 4. If we want to tally it all together, quick maths here, it's only 10 opening kills compared to the 15, excuse me, for Fake Natty. So, despite the fact Sprout have come back from a lot of deficits early on to make this happen. That could have been another opener for Fake Natty.
Close to it. At least putting some players on notice. I guess if anyone wanted to take it low here, Didn't want to really do that damage on the Wonderful, who can use that op still. A lot of faith being placed into NQZ to hold off this B side of the map right now. Meanwhile, 4 players stacked over with pistols and a little bit of armor for some of them. Towards A. Out from NQZ strikes. Spook doesn't even move a muscle here. Wonderful gets eliminated by NQZ, his counterpart here. I think this is going to force him into A.
Throughout the series, I think NQZ has bested Wonderful and about the pistol stack. You saw this? You see the top of his head? You see the top of his head? Nekus is standing up right now. Hello? No, now you do, and now he's just erased. Things could still get awkward, though, in the sight. Lotto, though, gets removed. Cold Zera falls next, and all the pistols do just get eviscerated. You do want to pick up your teammate's AWP. But, we're going to see 13 all, as you were talking about.
Probably do that at the end of the round here. More comfortable with the rifle in hand, probably. And if you do mount, you go and try and figure out where that op lies. See if there's something you can grab there. You're trying to bodyguard his teammate.
There's an interesting grenade. Not sure if it's a straight lineup. That's a problem. That will... Oh, do now put Rawls within 1 headshot range. You could have somehow won that fight.
I can get the op here, interestingly enough.
If Rawls looked left, I think NQZ was dead. Very fortunate. 13 all here. Big Natty are starting to feel the pressure. A 2-0 is possible. We're getting into must-win territory for these rounds. Obviously, as we've reached the late game. So every gun matters here.
Wonderful not even getting back onto that op here. Maybe taking a little bit of a hit in the confidence department. Which I'm not a big fan of. I feel like he's been playing sturdy enough, right? He's had a couple of big impact kills. Facilitating his team to aggress forward. He's been holding the right angles on executions. That make me feel like, you know, an op in his hand is a good thing for this T side. But obviously after that last round, not so interested in doing so.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably what the timeout was called in to sort out. Is the fact is, should Wonderful be opping? What kind of style of play do we want? And it's the aggressive one. This is the change of pace. And so kind of faking this mid-brackets control and working out well. Dumal thinks there's an opening in Banana. Oh my goodness, but nade damage is immense. But there will be no full Banana control here from Fake Natty.
Scary position right there. In QZ. He flashed off the line there, but able to deal with Taliesin. He's been finding some nice entries towards that A side here, but dealt with early. This boost again being set up.
Oh, and Spook deletes him. Oh no, this is going to be catastrophe for Fake Natty. Lotto's going to tuck away into sight. Rotations are very far away. Only now does NQZ arrive, but Lotto is delivering. First is good. Up top, though, Spook and Zyphon will combine, and Rawls runs through the smoke and eviscerates the off of NQZ. 2 versus 3. Spam does not connect. Rawls will stay alive, and Sprout will take the lead.
Unbelievable right there, man. Rouse with that aggression is such a statement as well, saying you don't even come close to this palm site. You don't even want to test us right now. Sprout taking the lead late into the game. Fake Natty have held on to it all the way. At 13 all, they let it slip here. Very well could be a devastating way. A fall short here in this series. A triple overtime affair in map 1, and it felt like you were dictating the pace here in map 2. Up until Sprout have had a wake-up call and have leveled up their aggression. 2 rifles saved, max loss bonus here, and Fake Natty needs solutions ASAP here. They've got all their pauses remaining. Meanwhile, Sprout have chewed through all of those to get to this point.
Yeah, so it's Fake Natty. You get to kind of dictate the pace. They get to call the pauses. They get to talk things over more. Again, this does give time for Sprout to do the same. Have to think, but maybe they don't need to do all the talking. Again, there will be no money problems for Sprout for the rest of this half. 10K for Xiphon is plenty to make it to the end of regulation. Questions really are in Fake Natty. You do find, I mean, NQZ again is collecting openers. But this B site is being broken consistently. Spook has been having a really strong map. He was doing well on that CT side. And that entry kill single-handedly brings Sprout onto that B end.
It didn't have a lot going for them other than, you know, bam, when that opening pick comes through, that just brings all the dominoes tumbling. And like you said, that B side, it's been a bit of a problem here. So what's the solution? Put 4 players that way.
My goodness. Just on the edge of the smoke. Dumao realizes this Spook, though. Crosshair's in the right place here for Dumao. Does he? Smoke fades. Oh, Spook realizes first. Spins around.
Oh my God.
For the next double entries B. This is catastrophe for Fake Natty. Now, the thing is, Spook does not have a smoke to cross into spawn. He just needs to look for the outright duel. And oh my goodness, the round ends instantly. Sprout win by elimination.
The dominoes keep on tumbling here for Fake Natty. They just can't seem to stand up to Spook and his entries on this B side. He is on his own right now. He has no help anywhere nearby him. And he finds all the fights here. The double kill entry, all to finish it off onto Cold Zero as well. And he's the last person to strike right there to win the round for his team. That was already won. They were hitting that A bomb site. Spook was just the distraction.
After the pause, Spook triple entries your B-side setup. And you know what? Respect to Sprout. There will be no saving on Inferno. We win the round straight up by frags alone. And this is it. Backs against the wall. Fake Natty, the lower bracket staring them in the face. They were hoping to get a potential Brazilian matchup versus MIBR in the uppers. But Sprout with the comeback on the T side. Is it going to be this? It's coming down to this. It's coming down to a mid push. Neck is wide swinging through. And look at this from Toss in excellent positioning. But, hi. Down in the underpass.
Oh,
Wonderful gets away. You can't hit the headshot, so Neckis will fall to a headshot of his own. Tossin completes the flank, wraps him up. Opening kill for Sprout.
Wonderful had to dance right there, and dance he does. Able to get away from Nekis' grasp, and that has to be so frustrating right now. Backs are against the wall, already in this map right now in the series. And you're down in a 4v5. What can they do to pull it off? They need one big B defense here. One more. Gonna be called upon here. Ouch.
Oh.
That doesn't make it any easier right there. Down to half HP for you, Lotto.
0 grenades for Fake Natty as well. There is literally nothing they can do to stop these execute. It's just with the guns that they purchase. And it works. Spook contact walking forward. We're sitting in a 4v4.
That's the guy that's always been solo pushing up B. So they only have shown his presence here. Now they're going to re-execute on and try and catch Fake Natty off guard.
Auto tucking away to the back of the site. NQZ also met with the molly. The flashbang is excellent. Lotto, though, gets nearly a triple again. But NQZ burns while blind. Oh, it's a catastrophe. Fake Natty need to complete this mile-long rotate.
Just low HP bars, though. This is still winnable.
He can play the headshot angle. Doesn't matter. Dumao will hit it. Now 2v3. But Xiphon hands his back over to Banana. Nade to the back corner. Rawls with the one, but no. A trade from coldzera to push all 30.
Wow, what a blunder right there. I mean, Zyphon completely caught off guard. Obviously didn't know there was any sort of safety in that Coffin's position, but still caught lacking right there big time. Gives over his back, and coldzera saves his team. His last frags were that 3K that he found in Cold Box, and since then he's been silent, but at the very least, he's able to step up when it's needed the most to find the trade.
And another timeout to be called. Final round of regulation again. Overtime looms again. And it's also time for Sprout to talk. There was a large delay there for Wonderful, whether he was going to pick up an AWP or an AK. And the AWP is his weapon of choice.
There you go. At least giving himself that much here. Again, the opping hasn't been a liability at all for Wonderful, so I like to see him get back into it here, especially if it means this could be your easiest chance to close in regulation. You do not want to go overtime versus Fake Natty again. We know how that goes. It's going to add a lot of extra hours to your night. So trying to deliver in regulation is key here.
And that's a great start. Excellent grenades. And Spook facing down a full banana take. Smoke deployed. Humao wins his battle. Opening picked the way.
They're running into the A side, though, quickly.
Zyphon found the opener. NQZ here with just an M4, and he makes it work. 2 kills in. Now Rawls as well has to keep his eyes out towards library. Is he going to sneak into spawn? He does. He hits the timing, but was he spotted? I think coldzera saw the barrel. Players looking back and forth. Humao on low HP. Rawls doesn't know where to look. Panic. Wonderful. It's an angle into the site, moving around, drops in. Was he heard?
No.
NQZ didn't hear him. Wonderful. He doesn't see him though, and we're going extra rounds.
Again, running on back here. Fake Natty not ready to give up just yet. NQZ says we'll play a little bit longer. I'm running back another overtime here. This is now 4 in the series. My God. Nobody wants to give up on this one here. Fake Natty staying alive here.
These teams can't be separated right now. It's some unbelievable stuff. The double kill. Stopping the apartments push completely from NQZ. And then he closes onto Wonderful. Just some heroes here for Fake Natty. I mean, NQZ was the worst performing player. At least on that A site. coldzera, give him the benefit of the doubt. But a lot of eyes were put on NQZ here with the AWP. He's supposed to be pushing towards the top of the server. Most consistent player. You know, not having the most impact there. 3K in the last round of regulation. How about that?
Yeah, nothing is changing here between this map and the last, which is these incredible hero moments between these rosters and them trying to keep their life.